All right. Hello.
My life is...
That's the worst verbal cue. I love it.
Wait, the stream came?
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. Yo, yeah, it's because
Yo,
I haven't used like the 4-person screen in a long time. That's what happened.
It's been a good minute.
So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
I'm Aniyah.
Mark.
He always fails us.
Even I remember that.
He always fails us. Like when we need him the most, he's gone. And that's Mark. Mark's next to me, and I'm Philip.
And you're watching and/or listening to episode 499 DangIT Prodcast. Welcome back, everybody. I need to update that onto Twitch. Actually, the new updated title hashtag Avid Doesn't Sucks. Let's go.
Let's go! Woo!
Fuck you guys.
He did it. He's back.
That's his one.
There's his head bomb. That's his one.
To be fair, I never said anything.
There's Mark.
Fuck.
Oh Lord.
I can't believe he actually did the intro still. Anyways.
Also, shout out to people in the chat. I see over on Twitch's side, we have Ibrahim. We also have Elena. And just to answer, we're good. Thank you. And Ibrahim's like, what's up, Aniyah? Well. Yeah, dude, Aniyah's back. What's going on? What's going on?
The 1P.
Oh,
One Piece is real.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is just a little side, but I think I already knew this when it comes to trying to go into communities online with the same interests, like One Piece fans, fucking Tekken fans, all that stuff.
That's two.
God, I hate the dumb side
That's three,
of it.
actually.
Oh wow, you keep count. Okay, all right.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
It's so annoying. Like I think like let me see. With One Piece, they got like people who keep doing the power scaling thing, so that's annoying.
What are you trying to tell me they aren't Yonko level?
The online, yeah, right. Oh, they split the clouds. Wow, you tell me he can't do that shit. I don't give a fuck. But also, what is it? Mainly, you guys seen what's going on with Tekken? Like how people are feeling about Tekken, or I think this is just like a usual thing.
The Waffle House thing?
Like Eddie?
Huh? Okay, no, the Waffle House shit is actually funny.
It's super. I think what's funny is Harada actually is considering it.
Like he was like, "Yo, you guys gotta drop the lore."
Please clarify.
So, people have been begging Harada to add the Waffle House as a stage.
I'd be so down.
And crazy. Let me see. Where is it? Like he retweeted or asked somebody to give him like the details and like what's the backstory of this stage and why is it so important?
Yeah,
put it in our consideration.
It's really funny. Yeah, like he's literally
is
asking
American
for origin. Yeah, he's asking for like origin story. Why is it important to the culture? What is it like? And people tell him.
Oh, dude, there's actually a ton of stuff that you could actually tell him about Waffle House.
Oh no, he retweeted it again, and he said, I'm very happy about the community telling me about this. However, everyone needs to consider that it's a brand and it's a license. So if the licensing holders do not agree, I cannot make this happen.
He thought about it.
But could you just make a Waffle House inspired stage and not call it Waffle House?
I guess it kind of defeats the purpose, though.
All right, this is a fair warning to Elena. If I see that, you're going to get the spam, and we will have to block you.
Damn, I didn't see what happened. I'm trusting Justin's judgment.
Don't worry about it. We are just gonna.
Yeah, we're just gonna push through.
But,
was it? What? Oh, okay. Another thing with like Tekken. I guess this happens with like a lot of fighting games in general. Because again, I've only played all fighting games casually. I never really thought about the competitive thing too often until like Tekken 7 came out, and I was like, you know what? I really like this game. I want to see if I could get somewhere as far as like going to Evo and stuff. But man, it's so annoying. I don't know what else to expect when people ask for something to stay the same but then evolve at the same time. I feel like they're missing a part of like what that can actually demand of people who are making the game. And I'm
you sound like the Dragon Quest community.
I understand where you're coming from on that. I definitely feel like
isn't that the Dragon Quest community? Like if they do a small change, like they flip out
Yeah, anything like Dragon Quest is like the most sacred RPG. Like anything changes, and like they'll freak out. Like if it's not a mainline game, let me rephrase that. They can do whatever they want in the spin-offs, but if it's a mainline like numbered game, oh my god, people will be pissed. And the only one that gets away with it is 10 because it's an online MMO, but that's because Final Fantasy does it, so it's fine.
Okay, sure.
But like, when people are thinking this next, let me put it this way, if the next Dragon Quest 12, if that game ends up being an action RPG, people are gonna be like, that's it. Like, people are gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna play it. They can be mad all they want. Like, stay mad.
Stay
I mean,
mad.
I feel like Dragon Quest could really work as a action RPG, or they could just add in like 2 different modes. One's action, one's turn. The way they still have their option.
Yeah, like maybe branch off.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, why isn't that? That kind of feels weird. That feels like that's possible.
11 has a interesting thing where it's like you could play the game in 3D, or you could recreate it in 2D sprites like the old games. And I'm like, that's so weird, but it's the full game.
That's cool. What the hell? That's
it's super funny, but like, yeah, it's a thing.
Cool, yeah, that's a cool little acknowledgement of that. I feel like that part of the fans and stuff. But I mean, yeah, super weird. And there's still like the Tekken Talk happened recently. It happened like at 1 on Friday or Saturday, I think. So Eddie looks fly.
Oh yeah, Eddie looks sick, dude. I saw that trailer yesterday. Ooh.
One thing I can understand for people as far as like his design, which I don't fucking care.
It's the hair, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's the hair. Like that's like the new modern hairstyle. And I'm like,
sure.
To be fair, I kind of do like that hairstyle.
I don't care. It's like if you want to, hopefully people come up with different hairstyles. But if I see it, I'm like, oh, look at that. That's the Killmonger. That's what I'll call it.
The Killmonger.
Killmonger is wild.
Aside from that, I'm not losing sleep about it. Is the character going to be able to play? And are you able to change the hairstyle? Of course. So like, you're good.
Yeah.
Because like they give you Eddie's had the same hairstyle since day one. And they just kind of like, modernizing texture, whatever the fuck, with whatever graphics they update with. So it's still there. But honestly, I did see people who did come up with like different hairstyles. I'd be like, that would have been cool, but that didn't happen. So I'm not gonna lose sleep. He's still gonna kick my ass. I gotta learn the matchup. This guy's gonna be crazy. Because he still has like some of the mix-ups, I would assume, are still there. They like completely revamped him though. You can see that. Down from like the way he moves, and even some of the things he did in the trailer he had. But I mean, sure, I might have to pick him up because, good lord, I feel like picking up every character because I love Tekken 8, bro.
And just for some contextual stuff for everybody, Aniyah's been grinding out Tekken 8, like going to like undisclosed tournaments here and there. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but like just tournaments in general.
He made it sound like he was going to like the dark underground.
I'm going underground. This is like illegal money's involved. No, it's not.
This man has been like doing illegal like money matches. Like
money matches is crazy.
Aniyah is actually Kengan Omega.
Yeah, playing against Sonic Fox and every other person that you'll see on there, it'd be crazy.
That'd be terrifying.
Ooh. But it's been fun. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was going to a couple, and I almost forgot I think it's should be 3 this month, but one's in was it somewhere in Lancaster? So that's gonna be fun.
Lancaster, that's a far drive for a little, not far, but
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But honestly, I've been enjoying it. It's been pretty cool. I mean, some people here and there.
It's actually a pretty good call to get into
tournament.
it.
Don't leave that out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can say the tournament. Honestly, I think this.
Yeah, you can talk about tournament. It's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, most people know we're from SoCal. That's as good as they're gonna get.
Yeah, because that's where I'm doing. I'm just going to SoCal area, and then like, of course, Evo when that happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
You won't say like
hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. we still got
never change.
No, I'm going to DreamCon this year, and they're having a Tekken tournament.
Oh.
So that's going to be crazy. I'm gonna hurt people, but like,
Hey, wait.
respectfully.
Oh, okay.
Hey, no, it's a game.
It's a game, bro.
It's all a good fun, I promise.
Take him to Waffle House.
Is there a Waffle House in Texas?
Maybe.
If you made
Yeah,
stage
no,
builder
it's
for it.
Oh, guys, am I gonna do my first vlog and show you guys where people fight IRL with Tekken?
I mean,
That's been a
I'd be down with that.
crazy- Have you guys seen that? Actually, Tekken's becoming like is in the meme zeitgeist. Somebody showed a video of like an actual fight, right? But somebody was saying, "Yo, he's doing Jin's down back 4," and I was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up, because that's real. He's actually doing that."
Bruh.
I can't unsee that mess anymore. It's crazy. He said he fucking low parried him. I was like, how he
Hello, Karen.
What do you mean he's getting the 10 strings in? That's crazy.
Yo, if I see a 10 string like in real life,
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm walking.
Hi, bro.
What do you mean? What do you mean he's lightning him?
Yeah, I lose it by default,
Oh
bro.
my god.
I lose it by default. But it's so interesting, bro.
He's got demon fist. Watch out. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna keep this going for a minute because I'm trying to get a little bit better. I think like where I hit? I'm at purple rank and I'm stuck in there. And it feels like that's a usual part for people who still have to like, close that gap. And fucking knowledge check is crazy too.
Mhm.
But honestly, I'm trying to teach myself like I like going for underdog characters. Like Jin is still considered, I guess he's like difficult in terms of like
Mastery.
Just like-
Is?
yeah, establishing his moves. Honestly, I probably agree because most of the stuff I see from other characters, Jin feels kind of to me a little bit. Is the word stubby? Like I feel like his reach is a little weird.
Stubby.
Like I feel like I
no,
kind of
I
see
think
what
he's got
you
something
mean.
going with this. Yeah.
yeah. It's like with where like usual jabs and all like just his range in general to get like to a character's hitbox. Unless this character really messes up, like. I did a match where I fought against a Jack player, and Jack has crazy reach, just like neutral.
He's
'cause he
also
has
massive.
big-ass arms. Yeah, he has big ass arms, but he does a move where he does like a fucking like a bite off of Luffy's fucking punch, like a gum pistol
okay.
thing. So he does that. If you still register a hit on that, it counts. And I have a replay of it. That shit is too funny. It's like I think I did a. It's called his flare kick from Jin, and it landed, but it's because his hand was extended and that counted as a hit. So that shit's crazy.
Ladies.
Now with Jin, I feel like Jin has a lot of like, from my casual perspective, it feels like Jin has a lot of readable moves for me, and I think that's just me because I know him more. But even then, when I'm fighting a Jin, you can never know somebody's like fighting approach, even with a character you play as. But with Jin, there's some things I expect. So when that doesn't happen, all the other unseen moves from Jin can like be played in somebody's favor.
Mhm.
Compared to like Victor, if you just fucking jump slash, you're good. But that's fucking
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
I've seen quite a bit of that through Max streams.
That's such a crazy move. But still, yeah, I guess Jin is still considered a difficult character. You got to get somebody else who knows better than me to explain that one. But right now, I'm gonna learn it's a weird one, Zafina.
Zafina.
Really?
Zafina's a weird character.
Okay.
But nobody plays her. So I was like, hey, why
No,
not?
but I don't see anyone playing Zafina like ever.
I think
Even
I've only
in
fought, like,
Tekken 7, like
yeah, not many. Like
No.
I think maybe she's just too weird to like actually get a hold of. Cause her moveset is based off of like stances and leading
Well,
into them.
Oh,
see,
So
in all the years I played fighting games, the characters that no one plays are the scariest ones. Because when you see one in a tournament,
no one knows.
then you're like,
I was
huh?
like, wait, how do
What
I?
am I supposed to do with that? Like,
yeah, somebody's like confident enough to try this character. That's how I feel about like Jack. I don't see a lot of Jacks. If he shows up, I'm getting crispified. Like he's
no, I've seen some good Jack players in 7. So
yeah. Oh yeah, in 7, sure.
So there's
But
no
I just
doubt
don't
you'll see
him
that.
at all. I think I've only fought like a handful. Like same thing with Zafina. I've probably fought like 5. I feel like I fought 5 throughout this whole time I had this game. With Jack, a little bit more than that, but I don't see him as often. I feel like I see bears more often. That's ridiculous. But yeah, every other character you kind of get like a
Well, bears just because they're
good-
funny.
They are funny, but they're no
Yeah.
joke.
That's true. That's true.
And
They're
then,
friend shaped.
What is it? Yeah, no, fucking, fucking. They got like a charged bitch slap now. No joke.
What?
Like, why would they give them that? What else? But yeah, the Tekken Talk was pretty cool. Early access for Eddie too. That's gonna happen. I think I'll be at work.
April 1st, no?
Yeah, I think I'll be
That's very
at work
soon.
though. But I'll give it a shot as soon as after I get out. But yeah, Tekken's good, man. I feel like I got to dive into this a little bit more because again, I just like this game and I'm trying to just find and play against people, whoever wants to tune in on that stuff. Aside from that, there are some weirdos that I'm trying to keep my distance from because I don't need that. Because
okay,
that's just I don't sweat like that on this game. But holy hell, there's some people who go.
You sure about that?
Shit on here.
You sure?
Like quitting the set, quitting sets, plugging, and all that other stuff. I'm like, y'all gotta,
that's kind of.
Y'all gotta they gotta get on an ego check because that's crazy.
Wasn't there someone who reached like one of the higher tiers and people were like immediately like flaming him for like plugging? Do you know about that?
Did they? I don't think I've seen well, as far as like people who show videos, because they show videos alongside the report, you'll see them like I think somebody gave up like as soon as the round started. I was rolling. Somebody was playing Azucena, and I think they did like one attack, and then they was just like, "I quit."
No, I couldn't land the combo.
Oh my god!
I was like, "Bro, that's so corny," but it was funny though.
That was me in the. That sounds like me in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's setup mini game. It's like I missed up. Restart.
Oh my god, dude! Dude,
It's
yeah.
so bad.
Did you get all the rankings like for that one?
I did. It was rough.
When I got to Jules, I swear to God, I like as soon as I messed up once, I was like, all right, now I'm resetting.
Yeah, you know you're right. You're right. You can never pick up
because
the
if you
pace.
don't, Jules he's done. He already smoked you. You're done. So like that's it.
What the fuck, bro?
And it kills me because like Katrina's over here watching me play it, and she was like, "What do you like?" She looked up from reading. She was like, "Are you doing sit-ups?" I was like, "Don't worry about it." And I'm just like, and I have this serious face. I didn't look at the screen, Justin. The only reason I would look at the screen is to like see the prompts for the hold or the tap, like the rapid tap. Other than that, I was sitting here going 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't ruin my fingers. Please don't ruin my fingers. Like,
wait. Oh, you're talking about that thing where Cloud goes against those people at the gym or something?
Okay, they brought that back.
Yeah, they brought that back in a different way.
So you're thinking of Remake. In Rebirth, they brought it back, but it's Tifa doing sit-ups now.
Oh, because I've only played the original one. I never played Remake or Rebirth.
Oh, the OG. Oh, yeah. There was that. Yeah, they did have that, didn't they?
Okay, so that's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing in Final Fantasy VII Original. In this one, they made it like an actual full-blown minigame.
Among a lot of things, yeah.
Among a lot of things. Justin,
right.
are we on a little bit of like small Rebirth talk? Like
a little bit, yeah. Unless Aniyah, you wanted to say something else about Tekken.
I think I'm pretty clear on Tekken. Tekken is looking good. I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, honestly, I like this journey for you, not just because it's something that you're personally invested in, but if you ever wanted to make content about your journey through the game and like your experiences, like going into like actual tournament stuff and possibly taking that further, or what have you, then that's actually kind of a valid thing to do for your like own brand, I would say.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I would definitely I gotta invest that more.
Real quick, Abraham, you said you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. My friends play Rainbow Six Siege, and I also want to play Helldivers, but all my friends have Xbox. All right, you tell your friends to get a better game and play Helldivers. Okay, I'm just saying.
Whoa! Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr, burr.
Tell your friends to play Helldivers. No, I can't say.
I need a stamp back.
I only play Rainbow Six Siege for one reason and one reason only. They added my boy. I can't remember his name right now, but the dude from Splinter Cell. They added him in there.
Tom Clancy?
Huh.
No, not Tom Clancy.
Not John Tom Clancy.
Not the author Tom Clancy.
Why am I forgetting the dude who plays Splinter or the dude in Splinter Cell? It's Sam something.
Sam Fisher.
Peter. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Sam Fisher's an actual like character in Rainbow Six
That's
Siege.
crazy.
And
I didn't know about that.
I purposely unlocked him, and that's the only class I play. Just to play that game.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But no. You tell them to play Helldivers. Helldivers is a.
I really want to play Helldivers, but I want to play in a group.
I need to. Me too. I need to pick it up. I really want to play that so bad.
I haven't even thought about that.
Justin, how far are you in Rebirth?
So I guess without too much spoilers, I met with the doctor.
So you're in chapter 7.
Still in chapter 7. Chapter 7's kind of a long one, actually.
Yeah, 7's a little long. That's Mount Coral. So
Yeah. That's peanut butter jelly the long way.
yeah. Mount Coral. Yeah. It's chapter 7, in my opinion. The game started getting the game is already phenomenal. It started getting even more interesting story wise. And I was like, oh buddy, we're in there. Like this is getting crazy.
It's good.
I think it's really fun.
The crazy I was not gonna say that it's not too crazy, but the music just doesn't stop like missing. No. Well, at least it keeps hitting. It's like it's so good, especially the battle music. I'm always a big fan of battle music, and so when you just hear the renditions within each area, it's like, whoa, this is insane.
That music doesn't stop. There's not a single bad track in that game, like at all. It's crazy.
I'll tell you that we don't stop.
The Costa del Sol oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
The Costa del Sol like music, it was already like really chill in the original game, but like when you do it here, when they actually have live instrumentation, I was like, yo, this is tight. Like
it's good.
Yeah.
I am still in chapter 8, so I am ahead of you just a bit.
Just a bit.
You're actually about to hit it. So once you got to the doctor, you're literally like one step away.
Mm-hmm.
So chapter 8, Justin, I'm going to tell you right now, that is where all the budget went.
Okay.
I depressingly haven't even started.
Okay. Yes, Mark, I know. It's not on Xbox or it's not on PC yet. You will play it eventually, okay?
The good news is 16 might have a PC demo coming soon.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
I will do my duty.
I was gonna say, dude, chapter 8 is literally where all the budget went. And as soon as it starts, you're like, I get it. That's why this game is 150 gigs. I got it. Like
you're like, I see.
I understand now.
I gotcha.
I knew they were gonna drop the budget all in that one area because it's like
big time.
It's big. Okay. If anybody knows like 7, I'm not gonna spoil like what they're doing, but it's the gold saucer. Like if you didn't know that area already in 7, yeah, they were gonna
drop all after this one.
Well, yeah, because the gold saucer is basically the amusement park. It's the whoa, look at all these weird, crazy attractions. Like that's where the original game. I'm gonna talk about it as in the original game. It's got like the chocobo racing, the cloud snowboarding and stuff like that. That's all there.
Sheesh, dude.
So
minigame city.
It's minigame city. No, they added way more things in there, and like the production value is crazy in there.
All right,
so I just want to see SSX Cloud and it's tricky playing at the snowboard. It's tricky.
It's tricky.
All right.
That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
That's my expectations when I buy the game now.
But my PlayStation 5 is telling me that once you hit chapter 8, you are 50% done with the game. That is the halfway
really?
point, so.
Oh wow! I guess
8 is the 50% point.
Yeah. Whoa. So this game only has 14 chapters compared to Remake that has 18. However, Mark,
this math ain't mathing.
No. There's a reason for that. It's because most of this game is the open zone areas and the open world parts.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, the chapters are like, this game is already longer. I'm already hitting the part in Remake where I would have already beaten the game. And I'm only halfway through the game. That's like
50, 60 hours.
Exactly. I'm not even close to being done with chapter 8. I'm just kind of like messing around and walking around and going like, well, look at the pretty things. Like,
yeah.
So I'm not even close to beating that chapter. So, and the only reason I knew the golden saucer was coming up is because I got upset at the progression in that game because I'm trying to 100% everything I want to do before I go on. And I'm over here going, why can I not go south of Coral? Like, why can I not go there? Why does this game keep telling me no? And I found out it's because you get there in chapter 9. So you cannot 100% Corel until not even chapter 12, because there's like apparently a side mission later that the proto relics cannot be done until chapter 12 for the Corel region.
All right.
I don't understand why, but just in case you try to do it and you're like, why can't I get this proto relic done?
Just an FYI. Understood.
I'll ask one question. How do Red 13 and Cade Sith feel gameplay wise?
Okay, so because you played Yuffie in intermission, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Yuffie has not really changed much. She literally plays like intermission.
Literally, it's already
Okay.
refined as it is. So that's
Still
good.
good. Still
Yeah,
good.
just a little bit refined, but she still has the elemental changes, like all of the fact that she can do both close up attacks and range. Like she's literally just the same as intermission. Red 13 is interesting because I don't use them much, but it's not my fault. It's not that I don't like him. I don't really vibe. Like he doesn't fit with how I play because vengeful mode is interesting. I just don't use it often. He's very much like the black mage. He's very much like the black mage. So you just basically give him a lot of like offensive like magic attacks.
Yeah.
And he does like he does a lot of area clearing things. Like
Explosion!
Stardust Ray is really cool. It's this big old like orb of fire that just sits there.
Nice.
He's got a lot of physical stuff too. Like he's an interesting character. He plays fine.
Yeah. I can probably elaborate a little bit more.
I just don't like him.
Essentially,
because I don't play Red 13
so
much.
Red 13 plays more like kind of defensive, and then you like take that and you build up to something. So it's essentially this vengeance mode that you're hearing is essentially a little meter that he builds up when you're blocking successfully against enemy attacks. He has different abilities that can vary based on like how you like build that up or like what is supplemented with the stuff like that. I have one in mind, but that's kind of later on in the game. But essentially, it's just build that meter up, and then you can actually go into vengeance mode and do HP absorption type of like attacks.
I have been definitely changing out characters all the time because I definitely go for all of their proficiencies on all their weapons.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get something new, I equip it immediately. I don't care what it does to my stats. I just equip it immediately. So I'm like, all right, let me get the proficiency and then go back to the weapon I want.
Sure.
So that way I have a full set list of like attacks and whatnot ready to go and abilities.
Same.
So right now I'm working on Red 13. So I have him equipped on my party. I'm just not really good with them. Now,
I just don't like him.
Mark, as in regards to Kate Sith,
is he available for you?
I'm trying not to spoil it, but he'll be available basically by the end of chapter 8, I'm sure.
Oh.
Okay, so he's like late game.
He's always been. You get him after the gold saucer.
By the end of
And I mean we already know that Vincent appears in the game.
Actually, Mark, Sid and Vincent are both going to join you in the party. They just won't be playable. They'll be like Red 13 in remake.
Yeah, no, they already confirmed that in the trailer that Vincent is
Sure.
going to be in the game.
Yeah, well, they're late game like add-ons to your party, especially Vincent and Aniyah. Word of advice for this one: when you're playing the original Final Fantasy VII, you can actually miss getting Vincent, so don't do that.
How do you miss this fool?
Yeah, Vincent's not technically story related. You can literally accidentally skip him if you don't do like side quests and stuff.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Crazy.
So he's just a popular side character, a tertiary guy.
Basically,
Oh my god,
Mr.
no,
Dirge
I mean,
of
he's
Cerberus.
got some things related to story, but if you're not doing specific things, he won't be in your party in the main game.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
One of the most popular characters in the game, just a side character.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
It do be like that.
but I will let you know how Kate Sith plays once I get him. I'm really close. I'm assuming he's going to join my party by the end of chapter 8.
I'm curious about that one.
I still say I know they want it. I know there's the rumors that 9 is the next game getting the remake treatment, but I still say I think it should be 8.
9 would be like I think 9's art style would be really cool to see in remake because it's not human like they're very cartoon, like anime, like very chibi. So I think that would be really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 also is the most like, I don't want to say Disney story. Let me rephrase that. No, 9 is like literally the best reviewed Final Fantasy game of all time.
It is.
It's number 1 right now on Metacritic. It's the number 1 best reviewed Final Fantasy game, and number 2 is Rebirth.
Damn.
Oh, really? Rebirth wasn't able to crack it?
Nope. It beat Final Fantasy VII original.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
so
remake's not even in the top 10.
Wow, that's surprising you're saying that Rebirth actually surpassed the original.
Rebirth is literally a better game than remake in all ways. Now, to be fair, you can't have Rebirth without remake.
Yeah,
Um,
bro.
but what Rebirth does is like it feels like a legitimate sequel in terms of like mechanics. It's not just continuing the story of the same like remake like style. It is
It's
actually evolving the gameplay, actually doing things that were not in remake that people wanted. Like it's literally a sequel in all the right words. Like it makes sense.
Oh shit, I feel it.
So it's this project, this remake project's interesting because that's not exactly what I thought this was gonna be.
Oh snap, cuz.
But I'm glad. Now
Hell yeah.
people are gonna be very upset in the third part when it becomes a little bit more linear again, but that's fine. There's still open zones that still have to happen that don't happen in Rebirth.
That's what I'm saying. Like it'll probably be a mixture of open and linear in 3. But I think the thing, or maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll find a way to expand upon it.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, if they're
I
able
just
to
know
like
that part-
expand it like this, then
It's
'Cause with
just
the
towards
cha-
the end
with-
of the game, it's just dungeons. So I don't know.
Because here's the thing,
Hmm.
they broke the chains of fate. And when the chains of fate were broken, that led anything could happen.
anything.
That's fair.
Anything.
And chapter 7 and 8 is very playing
Oh, we
into the
time
anything
traveling, you
happens,
mean.
so
Gotcha.
yeah.
Time
Basically.
traveling.
But
Incoming dirt to Cerberus.
I don't
Going
think
to the
we're gonna get
underground, the
any
deep.
Dirt to I think intermission was there just to put Dirt to Service content.
What the fuck?
Probably.
Not even kidding. I think intermission was there
Honestly?
just to put Weiss and
Nero?
I forgot the Nero, thank you.
Mhm.
Honestly, Rebirth doing something with Cerberus with Vincent would actually be kind of hype.
That would be pretty damn cool. But the fact that they also remade Crisis Core but didn't actually really tie it into, they just made it as is, doesn't mean that they're I think what's changing is the main game, not anything around it. So I think, Mark, the end goal, like my theory is that the end goal is the same. The ending is going to be the exact same. It's just how you get to the ending is going to be very different.
Oh fuck.
Let Zach be happy.
Hmm. Oh no.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nah.
That depends on how
Nah,
Rebirth
nah.
ends. That depends on how Rebirth ends.
Okay.
Because I
Nah,
know
Nah, he said, nah, fucking let him be sad.
Nah, let him
Let him be
that
sad.
same
Let
that
him
we like
rest.
before
Let
we
me-
was cool.
I
1,000
know
people.
where Rebirth should end. Like
One man army.
like where it's supposed to end.
Mhm.
Yes.
And if that scene is different, then something's weird for sure. But
It's
so
just
something
far, other than like, I'm not going to spoil that part, but other than some certain things happening in Rebirth, it's been basically one for one. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
It seems.
Costa del Sol, like Corel region. I'm assuming eventually you'll get to Nibelheim and you'll get to Cosmic
That's gonna be interesting to
Canyon.
see where that goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because events are gonna play very differently.
Or at least ought to.
no, Nibelheim is already done. Like if you're referring to the Sephiroth Nibelheim scene, then yes, that's already done. That's literally they opened the game with that.
Right?
That's the tutorial area, but that's on purpose because it's kind of like a flashback in the original game, anyways.
Hmm. Which is fair.
No, you still go to Nibelheim as a party later, if I recall.
We gonna get PTSD.
I think
Yeah,
Cloud's
basically.
constantly getting that.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him, actually.
but we will see what happens. So far, I love it. It's my game of the year so far. I'm telling you right now, I don't think there's a single game out this year that'll beat that for me.
Ooh.
Unless Kingdom Hearts 4 is about to pop up and show up out of nowhere,
Out
and
of
I
nowhere.
don't think that's happening.
That's not happening. I don't care what what's the name, dude? Tetsuya? Nah, I don't care what he's gonna do. It's gonna be unfinished, and so
He got offended by Kingdom Hearts. I didn't
Damn.
realize.
the power of
Whoa.
friendship.
He
But
might
like,
got
yo,
disconnected.
I
We'll
don't
just
Nah, yeah, he
we'll
might
reconvene
disconnect.
with them a little bit later.
That's
yeah,
funny. That's funny.
that can't happen. That can't happen this year. I don't think it should.
No, it won't. It'll probably be a next year game. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I think if Square wants to do this like whole like in between thing,
Yeah.
let's see, Rebirth. This came out before this was 16. Before that was remake. So maybe you throw a Kingdom Hearts, or maybe you throw another mainline Final Fantasy. I'm not sure. In between.
Mhm.
Yeah, something like
I think Kingdom Hearts is the better bet though in between, and then you get the last final part of 7.
the last. Oh,
I
as far as, like, the
do
remakes concerned?
believe because 7 Rebirth is kind of the it's not early on into the console's life, but it's definitely in the middle. It'll be the
Okay.
late console like of this console life like game. It'll be the end of the PS5's life.
I see that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. Just a little. Not too much. It's a little bit of a tangent, but considering that didn't these consoles come out during the lockdown?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
2020.
2020.
Do they get
Well,
a
PS5
get
and Series X.
Yeah, like, do they get a pass as far as like getting an extension on some games that they'll expect to be put into the generation before they extend to like 6 and
I
Series
think-
O or some shit?
I think every console, it's not just because of the pandemic. I think every console really does. I mean, you go back as far as the NES, right?
Yeah.
Look at a game like Kirby's Adventure. You associate that game with an NES, but
Mhm.
look at the year that game released. It's like, I think it's 1993. Sir, that game was out when the Super Nintendo was already out.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, do you still
fair.
support the previous console because you're not gonna just abandon that like market? You're still making money on it.
yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
But you only but business wise, you only do it for so long. And you know, like once people are establishing a fan like once you start buying into the ecosystem of the next console, that's when you cut it off, right? Like you're like, all right, people are buying it for this now.
Well, I guess my
Yeah, the
follow-up
numbers are
question
going-
with that would be, what's been the longest that a prior gen console has been supported while the current gen's out?
Oh,
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
believe it's right now, honestly. It has
Okay.
to be. I think PS4 and Xbox One still getting native games means that it's probably this generation, because I would say Wii U didn't.
Oh,
Wii U got cut off immediately.
Yeah,
There's
true,
no-
true.
Yeah, Wii U was cut right off at the head. Like as soon as Breath of the Wild came out for it, everyone
Done.
was like,
done.
"We're out."
I'm going.
Because even 3DS was getting games when the Switch was out. Can
True.
you imagine that? Like,
God damn.
Yeah.
so
Smash Brothers.
So-
Oh, actually, no, not Smash Brothers. Sorry. Kirby.
was
the last one.
Metroid Samus Returns
True
came
that.
out when the Switch was already out.
Jesus.
And I get
Yeah,
like it makes sense
right.
that they already committed to like producing that game
Yeah.
prior to it, but like this is kind of a different scenario where like
Yeah, the 3DS's final Nintendo game, Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn.
Golly.
The official final like retail release Nintendo or 3DS game was Persona Q2. So
oh okay. Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that was
thinking
the last one.
I was thinking
Okay.
because of how it was hard to really push like console production out there for 5 and the series consoles, that's why they were supporting, essentially selling more like consoles of the prior gen.
that's probably playing a big part into why we're extending this a little bit, you know?
Mhm.
I also, another theory for me personally, I know this is just me getting into crazy wild ideas, but like
All right.
I just don't think PS5 and Series X was really that necessary. So
Dang.
like I mean, I love the new like the faster loading and whatnot, and but like I mean, realistically, what are we really pushing graphically at this point?
Well, I guess to be fair, like and it's a little bit more apparent with PlayStation 5 because the identity of the PlayStation 5 is like standing by itself, whereas Series X and S is kind of like hitting the gray area of like that transition to like a whole new generation. But there are some PlayStation 5 exclusives, and it's slowly, steadily growing.
Mark just told everybody that he's out of the podcast for now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you for
Bye,
the update.
Mark. Thank you. But yeah, Series X is kind of weird because the way they're advertising it, it's like, oh, we're just upgrading games, and I'm like, but where are the native games for Series X? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and they're there,
And they're starting. Yeah, they've been doing that.
Game, like, but it doesn't. But like from a casual like standpoint, right? Because obviously, as a
Right.
hardcore gamer, we know that there's differences.
hmm
I can see a 4K like 1440p 60 frames running on my TV, you understand? But like from a casual standpoint, Spider-Man 2 just kind of looks like Spider-Man 1.
I guess.
No way, I
yeah.
can't say that. Oh.
God of War Ragnarok just kind of looks like God of War 2018. Do you understand what I mean?
Like, it's weirder with God of War because it's also on PlayStation 4. And granted,
exactly.
I guess you could make what was another one? I guess you could make I'm trying Spider-Man 2.
Horizon.
That too.
Also,
I guess you could kind of push it and make that a PlayStation 4 like port. Both of those games.
Horizon is a PS4 port.
Oh, is it?
For Forbidden West has a PS4 port, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah. But again, the pandemic is definitely a big cause for some of these games to have to be on both. You know, parts like being hard to make or manufacture for consoles. That makes sense. You know, you're not going to just abandon the PS4 like community or the Xbox One people. Like they still have libraries, you know, like let's support them. But we are finally getting into that period where we're starting to see the exclusives finally roll around. Rise of the Ronin is a PS5 only native game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a native game. Final Fantasy 16.
Right.
Stellar Blade next month is a native game. So we're starting to see like we're getting there, right? But there's still those third party developers that are pushing for every console.
Yeah, and that just kind of makes sense, just given the times.
It is rough.
It's just different now.
Because I really want to know the planning that comes behind it. Because
marketing and money.
Well, yeah, because like think about how much planning that has to involve,
money.
and then get hit with like a monkey wrench in the plan, where people who are probably developing something who needed to, who knows?
Yes, Mark, we saw that. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
no, he's in the chat. He's in the chat talking about Microsoft telling people to not make character with exaggerated features. That's how you sell. That's how you sell games.
That's how you sell. Yep.
No, I heard about that too. But let me see if I'll look into that in a minute. But yeah, I was just trying to think like the planning that comes into releasing a new console after a generation is already getting ready to reach its end, expecting more people to do so, like keeping the relevancy of the new console alive. How can you do that when you got hit with like such a sidetrack in your plans? So the only reasonable thing they could do as far as like trying to keep it afloat is what we were talking about as far as like upgrading games from the previous generation. But that would add to your point, Phil, where it's like the new consoles just seem unnecessary now. So now how are we gonna
I think it's worse right now than it was like PS3 to PS4. Let me be very clear, right? You can't play PS3 games on the PS4. There's also the issue of backwards compatibility, right? You cannot play PS3 games on PS4. All right. So remasters like The Last of Us, the Uncharted Legacy Collection, or I'm sorry, the Nathan Drake Collection, the ones that has 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm trying to remember another big one. Why am I looking at my PS3 shelf like I can see it? You understand what I mean, though.
Enhance.
You understand what I mean, yeah. Persona 5 coming out on both PS3 and PS4.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't know that.
You cannot play those on PlayStation 4. Right? That makes sense. People were going to replace their PS3 and get new native ports. But these exact PS4 versions that I'm talking about, you know, you can play on PS5.
Yeah. Which is great, mind you, because backwards compatibility just it's good in general.
Yeah.
It's great.
But I don't know.
Daddy.
We're live, Cat. You can't say that out of context.
Adam, he said we're live, Cat. You can't say that out of context.
Cat, you got a film rumor? Come out.
I told you you were going to finally be on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
It was because of my text message telling him he had to join. Huh, Aniyah?
She said like this month. She said like early March. She's like, as long as this month.
Anyways, just want to say hi. Bye, guys.
Bye. That was a crazy cameo right there.
Cameo appearance.
Oh no.
But yeah, I think Nintendo is one of the big like kings of like supporting their older consoles with new games when we're transitioning. They've only really cut the head off like the snake maybe twice. I think it was
Hmm.
like N64 to GameCube. They definitely didn't release anything once the GameCube came out.
Oh, fair. Damn.
And then they did for Wii U. Like I said, Breath of the Wild came out, and then they were like,
yeah,
cut
like
that
we're
out.
good. Can you imagine?
Actually, you know what? In that context, technically GameCube didn't get support either.
As soon as the Wii came out?
Yeah, because the only game from the final Nintendo published game on GameCube was Twilight Princess.
That was the last one? Wow.
And it came
Hmm.
out 3 weeks after the Wii version. So
Damn,
Huh.
bitch. Damn.
yeah, they purposely made the Wii version like a day one for Wii and was like, look at this is the big like day one game.
Definitely a
And then
strategy.
they were like, oh, by the way, if you don't have a Wii, we get it. And here's the GameCube version. Like
Yeah. Hold on. Exaggerate.
so but really, like Super Nintendo was still getting games when the 64 was out. I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 3 was a Super Nintendo. I have the Super Nintendo I have in front of me. It came out in 1997. Yeah, 97. Like that's crazy.
Damn.
Donkey Kong Country 3 came out on like 2 months, I think, before the 64 was launching. Like
Wow. What the hell?
so,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the Wii got like I think 1 or 2 games when the Wii U came out. I think something like that. I don't recall.
I never even thought
So-
about it like that.
I don't know. Like I
Love
said,
to-
you just don't abandon your other like with a big market just yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Which is why I'm assuming what are we gonna do once the next Nintendo console comes out? Right? Are we still gonna get like these smaller HD ports, remasters, remakes, whatever you want to call them? Like,
I guess that's the
is it-
weird part.
because if that's the case, because like I said, Princess Peach just came out. That's a new game.
Hmm.
Endless Ocean Luminous is a new game.
Uh-huh.
And I only mention it because that's a first party Nintendo game. Paper Mario and Luigi's Mansion are remakes and ports. Like we don't know anything beyond June. So
Mhm.
You know?
Oh, damn! Wait, I was gonna say
and
something.
speaking of,
about
and
that.
that's not just exclusive to Nintendo either. We don't know anything beyond June for PlayStation either.
That's true.
Mhm.
It's
Stellar
I'm
Blades in April, and that's it.
yeah. Speaking of which, have we talked about the demo for Celebrate?
I
mean,
downloaded it. I downloaded it. I have not played it.
yeah, this is pretty much just like I want to say this because I added it as like a title and the thumbnail for like the podcast. But yes, we have a demo for that, and I guess the only thing you can really take away from it is the fact that this was a demo that was available for like a short period of time. People were able to get some gameplay like captures for it, but
Yep.
it was ultimately something that wasn't ready, so they actually revoked it. Like, and the crazy thing is that you didn't need to be like online for that to happen, right? It was just something that
Yep. PlayStation literally just pulled the licensing from everybody, and it was like, sorry, this wasn't available. We goofed. Like,
Yeah, and that's not really a bad thing. That's just a constant reminder. Just physically own your games.
yeah, basically.
How the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
they
some
can do
crazy like sorceries that they got
can do
going
that.
on.
You never when you buy a digital game dog, it's in the agreement. You're not buying the game; you are being licensed the game.
Yeah,
So
the
they
whole
can-
licensing. Yeah.
They are allowed to pull that license from you when necessary. They did this. This is not the first occasion that's ever happened. Xbox has done this. When Fallout 4 is accidentally $0 and you can claim it for free.
Yeah,
This is way before Game Pass. So, like, you know what I mean? People were just
Yeah.
claiming it. I myself included. I claimed it. I was like, "Yo, Fallout 4 for free, free
I'm
99." So I
in.
downloaded it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Downloaded it, and then I played for one day, and I got a message from Xbox the next day. I was like, "Hey, we pulled your license. Sorry, but
Here's
here's
like
like
$10.
$5."
here's $5.
Yeah.
Tough titty, bro. You got to give it back. It's not yours.
Basically, they
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
companies can do that. You know, like that is it literally in the legal agreement.
Hmm.
I think about what Ubisoft said that, right? Didn't Ubisoft say get used to not owning your games?
Yeah, get used to being comfortable with not owning your games.
Whoa.
So yeah,
I mean,
Yeah. What a
that's
What
that's
things
totally
are-
a video that we could do. Just a
Mhm.
general talk about like, or just like a really quick like cut video about like, you know, should you physically own or should you digitally own? It's like
I mean-
convenience versus, you know, preservation type of thing.
I think about it like in the future whenever, because let's be honest, I know this.
Mhm.
Physical games are not going to exist forever. We're not. It's going to become digital only eventually, and that's just the way it's going to be. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stop playing games. Like,
Right.
of course, I'm going to transition over and buy digital only. Duh. I want to play new games.
Yeah.
Like, if the next mainline Zelda and Mario come out, duh, I'm going to
Right.
be there. But, like, I just don't like, it hurts me. I don't like the idea that I can't own the game, one, and two, have something on my shelf that in the future I can look at and be like, this is my like Mario collection. This is my Zelda collection. Like,
yeah, because it's like when we talk about like video game collections, it becomes a lot more than just simply experiencing the game. It's like there's a lot more memories like add on to it when you like have that physically owned. Like there's a story behind that. There's a connection like years like beyond when you look at your physical shelf and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Or even looking at your like digital library even. But if
there's also like, oh no, go ahead.
But if there's ever a time where like they pull it out, like all of a sudden it's just gone, then you're like, wait, what? And it's just gone forever.
Like, how am I supposed to teach my future like kids like, hey,
this is the history.
This Mario game that I played back in the day. Oh well, you can't buy it anymore. But hey, look, it's here. Like, it existed. I promise. Like,
and also it's just kind of cool, like as a means to, I guess, further produce like works about like said game, in the form of like say video game essays.
Yeah.
For example, people could continually like make content about that. But then if in this case, you know, if it's only like through like Nintendo, then they at least could feed you like the history of it, which is also fair. But you know, just
But if we're gonna do digital preservation, I think PlayStation and Xbox does it the best because your accounts always carry over.
Yeah.
Nintendo needs to work on that. Like they need to let me have my Switch stuff on the next console, or I'm gonna be pissed. Like,
yeah, I think Nintendo's just doing an entirely different thing because one, I think Xbox and PlayStation already had a step ahead on that. They already just went forward with it. With Nintendo, they're kind of doing subscription based stuff still, so that's why the virtual console doesn't exist.
well, virtual console doesn't exist because people like you and me and everybody in the world was like, well, I'm not paying $5 for soccer on the NES. I don't care about that. But if it's part of my subscription and it's there, well, I'll check it out. You know, like it's there.
Or you know,
Lord.
you just support the service, and that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, or it's because it's like, damn, do I want to buy Mario 1 again for $5? I mean, that's a general question. I'm a sucker. I'll do it. But like everybody else,
Sure.
yeah, like they're not going to buy Mario 1 again. So having a subscription service that carries with you and they just keep adding on here and there, all right, fair play. That's better.
So you never really own them, but you have access to them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Which is why I think that's how GoldenEye is getting away with it, right? Because that's probably how they struck the deal. Because that deal has to be done between Xbox, Nintendo, and Amazon because they own MGM.
Oh.
Oh shit.
So it's like, how do you get the rights to that? I'm assuming it's because no one owns it then. Because you cannot buy it. You cannot buy that game. I think even on Xbox original or on Series X, you can only get it through Game Pass, owning Rare Replay, and that's it.
Well, fuck.
One moment. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. One moment.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I forget what else we were going to like touch up on. I think I want to talk real quickly about, I guess, like my vision, because I've been like thinking about like the jumps in different generations of consoles and like what's the future going to look like. Obviously, we have like the Super Nintendo Switch to be slated later on, but like after that, like what's next? Because honestly, we're reaching an age where like both like art direction as well as just like the fidelity on like visuals and even like graphics oriented stuff, it's starting to become like really smooth. We still got ways to go, but there'll be a point where like, I don't know, like could this Xbox Series 3 or PlayStation 7 be as, I guess, as fluid as like the next like or the previous generation? What's gonna be the difference between like how the games are gonna look over time, because we're getting to that like pseudo realism with them, especially with Unreal 5. So I'm so curious about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually I think it comes from, like, I don't know how they work with the information they get from what people demand and what's realistically possible, and then what's sustainable. Because think about, I don't know how long it takes to make these games. Because I think, what is it? I think after, I'm thinking about Tekken, because like Tekken's graphics look great. You can see a lot of like detail and features on people's like fabric and clothing and even like skin and stuff like that. But they started production in this game like I think already into 7 or like right after 7. I forgot how it went. All I know is that process from then to now is strenuous. So if people want all this high-end texture, but then also they keep asking for open world games where you can have like more agency, and people have like an issue with things being too linear or something like that, you're gonna the compromise and corners that need to be cut are gonna be crazy. Because to have this be sustainable, it feels weird for people to keep asking for like a next upgrade for something without understanding like what's gonna be demanded from everybody on a usual, and like it just, I don't know, it just feels weird to ask for all that realistic stuff. To be honest, I'm not gonna front. If games stop looking like this, like right now, like how Rebirth looks and how Tekken 7 looks, whatever other fucking game is like current now, I would be cool with that. If you can get to a point where you can add like the mechanics of a game to where it can be just as like wide open for agency.
Yeah,
we got you.
Cool. All right, sorry about that. My PC just reset on me for a weird reason.
Whoa.
No, I was just thinking like as far as like
not a blue screen, just
oh yeah, that's weird. I was like, you didn't. Okay. But yeah, as far as like the demand of what games are gonna be looking like on like just graphic or whatever the fuck people want, it's just, I think this is fine. Like y'all want to see sweat and pores. Like I don't know what else you want. Like I don't know what we're gonna do. The thing you would probably ask more demand of if you want to get like detail and graphically into it would just be the environments and like how fast everything loads. Is everything like seamless? Is my game gonna work? I want the game to work more so than how it's gonna look when it does. So yeah, y'all thinking like the next upgrade, as long as it's something that makes sense and you can see more people who want to get into game development actually get to where the game works, then that's fine. This is it. This is great. I saw like Rebirth and stuff like that. I was just like, wow, that's fantastic. But everybody's like, nah, man, I don't think her shirt moves when she walks. Like, I don't want to see. I don't care.
That's
like,
that's one trifling. Yeah.
There's the people who are upset about Rebirth's like animations, like the way they jump off of rocks and stuff looks really jilted or stilted and whatnot. Or the if you really want to comb a comb through like everything.
Yeah.
The textures look a little rough. Everything's loading in still, popping in like crazy. They look like a remake on PS4.
Really?
When this is a native PS5 game, and it shouldn't be having that issue because remake on the PS5 version of remake doesn't have that anymore. Right? Yeah, it looks clean. They actually fixed all that.
Yeah.
But again,
I would just assume, like all that stuff is gonna that's why I'm just like, y'all gotta be a little bit more understanding how much you're asking for. I said it once and I'll say it again with modern consoles. I'm not looking for 4K. I'm not looking for like the best graphics in the world. I am looking for, can my game actually perform very well? Because at this point, that's really the next gen upgrade for me. Yeah. Is can it run and look clean all at the same time? Yeah, can we get some seamless load times? Because
can it run on Crysis 3?
Like, yeah, like what? Let me pop in my Switch version. Where's my Crysis 3 copy?
It's so funny.
That should be crazy. But honestly, though, that's all that really makes sense. Because you know what? I heard about this. I didn't really want to look into it because I don't know. I mean, I'm getting it from both sides. It's this thing that Mark brought up, the whole thing with like Microsoft's exaggerated bodies thing.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, that's a Japanese that's a Japanese developer thing, but at the same time, I don't know. People are weird about that, right? We're gonna let nudity and like exaggerated proportions fly in Baldur's Gate, but when a Japanese company does it, oh man, oh lord, you better not have that.
I'm just a little lost because I don't know what
That's
I don't know what they're
that's oddly targeted. Yeah.
like. Yeah, because it's a apparently like I'm reading this. First of all, this article feels kind of funny. I don't know. What did what did I read that was like, wow, dude, chill.
Sheesh.
Oh, it said in doing their part to push the entire medium even further towards a final form as a pile of boring,
Final form.
uninspired mush. I was like, yo, that's your first sentence. I mean,
That sounds like a Kotaku like article.
yeah, you know what? You see where this person's coming from. This is like I've never even heard of these people. Bounding into comics. This is not a comic that we're discussing, but sure. Oh man,
That's a wild comment, Mark.
Yeah, no, yo, this is gonna be a crazy thing. But yeah, they're saying that Microsoft released a product inclusion guide. That's what they call it.
Mhm.
And again, hey, I heard a bunch of other stuff, and I'm being mindful because I don't necessarily care. Because most of the things that people usually would complain about, most of the stuff would be easy to kind of sift through. But it is important because you still need to have you need to have some say in it as far as like the perspective of the audience, because that's either done through complaining online or surveys. I'm just going based off of what I saw from Max's stream, because they listen to things that are more like, I don't know, sound in the argument, and if there's enough voices behind it, if it actually makes sense. But they just need to participate in it more. Because when it comes to what is it? They're saying it's about the female characters. They're saying notably suggests that creators completely abstain from depicting any sexualized or unrealistic female characters within their works. Now I wonder how you would be able to manage that guide when it comes to games. Like me, I like abstract games. I like stylized stuff. So that calls to be exaggerated. Like shit with what is it? Shit with fuck. I keep saying it. Was it Bomb Cyberpunk Rush? Goddamn.
Yeah. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah. God fucking Jet Set Radio 3. Like it looks great.
Jet Set Radio 3.
No, hold on.
Can't say that anymore. It's actually happening.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2.5, my bad. But it's just everything's stylized. Like all the things are very weird, but it makes it so cool because there's a design aspect that makes everything look really cool. Like big shoes, big fucking hands and stuff like that. But then when it comes to anything that but anything that comes to being sexualized, I'm just I mean, I get it, but I would rather people not focus on sexualizing the figure in general. Then there's going to be inherent stuff that are pretty sexual. I think the first thing I'm looking at right now is Cortana, and I'm like, yeah, she got some yams, but I'm not thinking about her yams. Isn't she a really intellectual character and very critical to the story?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
way too damn critical to the story.
Yeah, right. If you just full stop on her on a surface level, that's your fault. That just adds to more appeal, but you really get grounded in a character because she's a character. She has more to her than just how she looks on the surface. Mm-hmm. You stopping on the surface is just weird. And then why would you? Wow, that character looks too damn good. She has nothing else to offer. What are you talking about?
Give me that chip.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, sir.
Stupid. So when we think about the,
I want that AI.
Do you mind?
Yeah,
do you mind telling me what you're doing over here? Sir, finishing this AI.
You know what you could do,
sir? Getting these commissions.
I don't like Twitter anymore in their commissions. Anything like commission open, I'm not staying around from that. But still, when it comes to
commissions
that,
in bio,
would just be better to just include more diverse characters. That's all you got to do. Because either way, if you have a set of characters that you would like to draw that may be considered exaggerated or whatever, kind of exaggerated from the norms of what people can actually achieve physically, just include more characters, because you could have that. It's weird because they have a guide for it. Let me see. Actually, I think they broke down the guide here. Maybe. Oh, okay. So
Mark, the argument goes for both any gender. It doesn't matter. Exaggerated proportions in general.
Yeah, because they did start with girls, so that's one thing they're gonna point out. Because honestly, there's no dudes in here. If I look like fucking Leroy, age now, I'll be like, hell yeah. But it's just they're starting with like the female characters because I feel like that's where more the outcry would be. Because if you guys remember, it kind of sucks because damn, the other side doesn't work with it either. People would complain about Aloy, like they're saying,
yeah.
she's like humming drum. I'm like, bro, wait, what are you talking about? You can't say it doesn't matter, and then when they do their own thing, now it matters. That you're not working in anybody's favor. Like that's crazy. That's so dumb. So it's just nobody knows. And it's annoying. Like we're gonna have like both of these sides, and honestly, this is one of the reasons I didn't give a fuck because that was one of the things I thought about. I would think about characters who aren't like, oh my gosh, she's fucking maybe it's Maybelline ass, but like then you get like
it's Maybelline is wild.
When you get somebody who's a little bit more like realistic, then now people are just losing their top for it. I'm like, y'all, shut up, bro. This is the game good? I think the game's good.
We definitely have different values for sure.
Yeah, right.
Like
I care about a little bit more substance here.
Like I get to a certain point. There's like a fine line that I would draw where like it matters as far as the expression, but it's another thing where like you're considering other people, but other people are mad because you made that decision. Like for example, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh Lord, that whole discussion is wild.
Where it's like, oh, you know what? Like the revealment of like this person's like body is kind of so for the West we're just gonna cover it up and people just went crazy, and I'm like it doesn't really affect anything else. To be honest,
that is kind of annoying. It is kind of annoying. Like it's annoying. It's like okay, well they just changed it for like what their culture is compared to how it's like generally received over here. So they're like the meet like at a compromise.
Yeah, for me
that's
personally,
actually a big thing in Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE.
Yeah,
I think I heard about that.
And a little bit about
I think
Fire Emblem, Fates actually.
Oh, Fates was a big one. I remember.
Yeah, it all has to do with like it all has to do with designs and interaction with characters.
Wait, no, Tharsha's an Awakening, but yes, that character as well.
Yeah. The weird thing with like Fates was the fact that like because it was the 3DS, you had like two screens, and they had like this kind of like interact with your characters type of thing, where you can essentially where you can like you can just mess around with them like with the touchpad, see how they react, and it's just your way of getting closer to them and just just having some type of weird interaction with them that they completely cut out for the West. And I'm not sure people really got in arms with that versus more notably like the Sharp FE stuff where like they kind of changed Tsubasa's design where you don't see cleavage, you don't see like the bone structure down below there, and that was just something that people were like up in arms about. It was kind of crazy.
Well, it basically in Japan,
oh Lord,
it was the equivalent of being rated M like every other SMT game basically. But in America it was rated T because they downgraded it so much to make sure.
You know what's weird though? Why can't they just pick a version? Like when you am I tripping about? I feel like this happens in games where you could change the options in the option menu, right? If people want to have that kind of thing, like Why not do that?
I guess it would make sense if it was like a rate E or T, but I guess if it was like a T to M, then it'd be like, oh, we can't really. Because think about like Mark's situation as like working at GameStop, and then like the mother was trying to like buy this Grand Theft Auto game for their kid, and it's like, actually, that's rated M, ma'am. It's just like, would you try to get me to buy?
Wait, what?
Because that's kind of weird. That's weird, right?
Wait, hold. Because
if you're an adult, then it's like, okay, yeah, then I can just choose like the rated M rating, or if I don't really care about that, then I can go rated T. But if you're buying this for your kid, and they shouldn't be like digesting that kind of content, then it's like, to each their own, right?
But that's the weird part. That's why the ratings are there. If a parent really fell for, they're like, I don't know, 9-year-old getting the Grand Theft Auto. Yo, that says a lot about the parent more so than this.
You'd be surprised.
This genius kid. Yo, I finessed my mom to get me a rated M game. Like, what?
I finessed my mom is wild.
That doesn't work. If she can't like look at the case has what you need to understand what's on it, and she didn't take the time to read it, goofy.
Goofy.
Weird stuff. Like, are people still falling for stuff like that? Like parents still falling for it was a wholesome game.
No, nowadays parents are like getting fault for like people or kids buying Fortnite money, the V-Bucks.
Mm.
Oh, that's even funnier. Stupid. Well, okay, fine, whatever. But
Mom, I need that Korra skin.
Yeah, right. That's,
Oh God. Anyways,
Okay, sweetie.
realistically, if they're kids, they're gonna figure out how to play rated M games. I mean, I figured out how to play rated M games when I was younger. I'm not dumb. Like,
Right.
I just played them. And I wasn't one of those kids that most places think that, oh man, video games are making kids more violent. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
yeah, I wasn't in that mindset either. I mean, I come from a family that loves like entertainment, so like movies and music and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching The Godfather when I was like, I don't know, young, probably not old enough to be watching rated R movies.
Not
but,
old enough.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Same with me and Tropic Thunder.
But,
But I came out all right.
Yeah, whoa, yeah.
no, that's funny. But
It is
yeah,
funny.
I mean, if it comes down to what's already available for you to know what you're engaging with. So you can't really, at this point, there's more. You have the option. You can look that stuff up before you buy something, but most people don't want to. But let's touch on like the last four things.
Let's
As far as, like, what's
rewind,
in this
reverse.
'Cause I guess I mean, I'll probably look at it at some point, just because I don't know. I'm just curious to see what they will be asking for, because there's four things that they mentioned. One of them it says approachability, which ensures all players, existing and new, experienced or novice, feel safe and welcome.
For sure, that's the tutorial stuff.
I don't feel welcome when my homie looks like he could bench press 320, so that doesn't make me feel welcome.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I can't do that. I in Dark Souls, I can't drink the Sunny D to fight Satan or whatever, so I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe or welcome. We're
Praise the
talking
Sunny
about,
D.
it's like the exaggerated features or whatever. What is it? Representations are about reflecting the diversity of the player and creator community, so everybody can feel like they belong. That is cool. It is cool. We can't knock that. It ain't cool. You ever felt like you didn't belong when you play like that Dragon Ball Advance game? Because you weren't sane.
Finally, I feel seen.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. What's that game where like
Is it Goku?
Yeah, like is it?
Yeah, Legacy Goku.
Legacy or
There are a couple of them.
What's the one where, like-
Goku and Boost Fury are both part of the same series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about the
Boost
one where you
Fury
play-
is like the third game in that series.
Yeah, when you play as Goku when he's a kid.
Oh,
It's like all Dragon Ball.
Origins?
Yeah, like it's the one where you play on a Game Boy Advance game, and it's a platformer.
Platform beat 'em up
Super
type
cool.
of thing.
Yeah. You get to play.
Yeah, I know that one.
It's like, yeah,
No, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's super fun. I used to always kick the
Sounds tight,
yeah, when you get to kick the bullet as Goku. Anyway, that game. So I never felt included.
I never felt included.
I don't. My hair wasn't. I didn't have a hairstyle of a palm tree. I wasn't able to power pole extend. I didn't have a bald monk friend this tall. Like none of that feels inclusive. Now again, representation is super important for people who want to be included, and that's fine. It just feels weird when you have like a strong demand for it, but there's just like not a lot of people who are doing that, and it does kind of suck. Which is why the indie game scene is just where people should be looking at, in my opinion.
There we go. There we go. Full circle. Here we go.
Look, like where all people complain about, you can find that in the indie game scene. They just don't want to look at it. Like if anything, you got all this approachability, representation, globalization, and then accessibility. All that is met on Steam and whatever other thing that people are able to put their games on. That's
true.
where I just feel like you could. It's weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, bro, like I think. What's another game? Oh shit! There's a statue of Jen. I forgot about that. What's the game? At least for me, Fury was a good game. God, that game's fun.
And I don't feel
far as,
represented
like,
when I look at that Jin statue.
Yeah, I feel.
I don't feel represented.
I can't relate.
I can't
I
relate.
got the Sephiroth going.
Couldn't be
I
me.
can relate to Sephiroth. Look at that. Fucking Rock Howard. I can't do that. I don't want to buy the game anymore.
What about Rock Howard?
Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
Just in case reference. I got excited.
no, it's just like
He locked
all
in
this stuff
immediately.
where- yeah, it's strange,
Bro,
It's
have
super
you
strange.
seen the Fatal Fury trailer? Oh my.
It does look really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, City of the Wolf.
City of the Wolves, yeah.
City of
Yeah,
the
see that.
Wolves.
I do find it funny that they're gonna go with the Fatal Fury name, which that's what Garo means. It's just, I don't know. Like they called it Garo in English. I don't know. Like, sure, we'll just continue with Fatal Fury. It's fine. No one will notice.
They'll be fine with that. But anyway, yeah, Microsoft, all that good stuff. Blah blah blah. If you have a problem with Microsoft doing that stuff, just find it at the Steam library and have a fun time sifting through all these games that I would assume are reaching all of these already.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about exaggerated body proportions.
You know, Aniyah
Look,
of all the
this is
people
pretty
here would benefit the most from a Steam Deck, I think. I believe.
I believe it. He would love it, actually.
How much do them bitches cost?
I mean, I want the expensive one, but you know.
How much is that PlayStation?
Is it like 500?
It's like getting around that ballpark, but it's still relatively cheap. But it has like a whole bunch of other tiers that kind of bring it up higher.
I want the $650 one, you know.
I got like a base version with like the OLED panel on it.
Wallet.
Yeah, I want the OLED for sure. I just want the six. I want as much memory internally as I can, and then expand it with a micro.
Expand, enhance. Yeah.
I just put it up on Amazon. What?
But I guess you could also just like buy the base model and then later like buy like additional like memory and then just like replace it. And you know, if all you're doing is just installing games, then all you can really do is just like swap it out. You don't even need to worry about like moving stuff over because everything's just saved on the cloud.
Well, fuck. Damn, that's a lot of money.
It is.
Hold on.
It quite is, yeah. But
It's kind of worth it though.
it is kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I mean, yeah, no. Damn.
As someone who doesn't really PC game and I'm a console user primarily, that plus a dock for me would be like perfect. Like,
I mean,
that would be how I play PC games, 100%.
If anything, hold on. I'm just looking at the design of it. Of course, I just think of Switch,
I gotta bring mine over to you, Naya, and to show you. It's cool.
But
It's cool.
God, the buttons and the
button layout's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie about that.
looks funky, but
It does look kind of funky.
It's actually kind of comfortable. Justin, let me hold his.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think the games I would play on there would be only like, I mean, compared to like what I would play on my Steam on my PC. Portable games would be, stuff like, sprite based games like
that's
platformers,
perfect then.
2D stuff. Yeah, that's what I would usually do. Like any games that remind me of like playing a Metroidvania, like fucking Hollow Knight, fucking any games like Dead Cells or Celeste, like I'd play those kind of games.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I got a Steam Deck, I would literally only use it for what can I not play on consoles?
Ease.
Ease, baby.
So, yeah, fair.
You already know.
So that's fair. Yeah, I would definitely do that too. Like
that would be my thing. But there's also like those indie games that are not on consoles right now. Pizza Tower. I want to play that game so fucking bad. There's my F-bomb, by the way. But yes, I want that. Like, I want to play that game so bad.
Yeah, I think they added more to it too. So that's even better.
Yes, they did.
So I think yeah, I would just do it like that. What games I would keep to PC and console. But then also I think I was trying to think of like what I'm more drawn to do. Like most of the time I would think I would just leave my computer just to whatever particular games on Steam is.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I really like a game, I'll buy it twice. But I think whenever I think computer, it's me just doing video stuff.
Yeah, I feel
streaming stuff. It's not a super hard thing to come out of.
It's kind of foreign for me as well, where like you can use it for both gaming and editing. Because I see the gaming as just like a console thing, but that's just because of like how my brain is working with that.
Yeah, but then like getting into the weeds of what you need to build like a proper PC or like things I don't want to keep buying new PCs. Like I want
Yeah.
something that can last for a minute.
Yeah.
But it seems like
You'll have to
you'll always have to do that.
learn the technical stuff of building a PC and knowing what places to upgrade and everything.
Yeah, you know what I did? I ended up finding well, I knew about this site PC Builder for years because of
It's reliable.
was it? Because of a friend knowing it. Matter of fact, I think his computer still I think he still operates with it, or maybe he just upgrades and swaps out whenever you can. But that all depends on like what motherboard you have, what is the fucking case. That's important too. Like damn, what is it?
I do agree with Mark. You do need to go big to have a PC that won't really need the upgrade for a long time. But granted, it's kind of interesting too because you can budget for like a PC. Granted, it'll still be a little bit more than a console, but it does allow for gaming and then a whole slew of other things on the day-to-day. So I think it's definitely worth the investment.
Yeah, budgeting for like maybe at most, I would just at most do 2 PCs, like one for fucking general gaming and then other stuff for like editing and video stuff, right? That way, if they're both monsters, I don't have to worry about upgrading anytime soon. So that's the goal, honestly. But then again with gaming, it's not a lot of games I really think about until I want to start deep diving into more indie games anyway. But I just have to build the PC up for it. And then, because like I have all the games like bought and everything, so they're still there in the library. They're just not downloaded on my computer from Steam. So like that's an easier way of like keeping track of games I did buy and things I would like to move when I upgrade or whatever. But still, man, I have no beef with none of them because I think it shows which community, depending, like people who are more on PC, people who are more on consoles. If you could just meet both of them, meet them in the middle, whatever the fuck. If you're able to have both, that's just as good too. And then also a lot of stuff is becoming cross-platform, so it's like, come on, man, the lines are getting blurred. So we're all working on it. We're working on it.
That's true.
I'm working on it.
That's true. But like, yeah, I don't know. For me personally, I would just use the Steam Deck for like exclusive things. That's really why I want it. Like, I want it to have kind of it's like my, you know how I always like, because right now my only portable I play is my Switch.
Yeah.
So like, realistically, I would want the Steam Deck to be my companion piece to the Switch, like how I used to have my Vita with my 3DS. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Oh shit. Yes.
But yeah, but no, I mostly will still collect for Nintendo. I'll always prefer it. But like Steam Deck, I mean, come on, you know what I mean?
It does look really nice on that.
I keep hearing about it. I keep hearing about like
yeah, make sure I have somewhere I can play all the East games accessibly. So you know,
that too. It really is down to like what you can actually access on whatever you're currently playing.
Well, yeah, because I'm always complaining about they haven't released all of the East games on modern platforms, but then there's Steam, where you can literally play the entire series up to date.
You know what? I was thinking about that too. When
you can even play all the Final Fantasies on Steam, including 13.
Hold on, I was gonna say when it comes to,
I mean, well, I don't know why you would like to, but you can do it. Like it's there.
When it has like the games who people, well, like the ones that people are waiting on, like remakes, collections, whatever the fuck, right? Or like what we got with two things. Nintendo did the 3D Star Collection with Mario
3D All Stars Collection. Yeah, 3D All Stars.
So that way we have was it Mario Galaxy and Sunshine on something?
Yeah,
and then 64.
Are we pivoting over to Nintendo stuff?
Yeah, yes, right? There is a difference between what version of N64. There is a difference between what Mario 64 is on the 3D All Stars Collection and what's on the NSO app. The NSO app is the straight up original game, glitches and all. Like it is the original game. The one on the 3D All Stars is the Japanese exclusive Shindo version, which basically adds rumble to your controller, which was not there originally, and it also fixes a lot of the bugs and changes some voice clips.
Yeah, then they changed like the aspect and kind of make it cleaner or whatever.
No,
right?
They didn't change any aspect ratio. They made it look a little cleaner on 3D All Stars. It's slight. The UI looks cleaner.
Okay.
The UI looks cleaner. Other than that, the game looks like 64. I don't know.
That's what I was trying to think of. Maybe there's something they can roll with as far as
it's Sunshine that they gave a small upgrade to. They made it native 16:9. But they did not improve the frame rate. They kept it as original. So it's because the game originally ran at 30 frames.
Yeah,
that is how it played. Okay. But apparently that's an engine they have, because Pikmin 1 and 2, those ports are the exact same engine as Sunshine. It's just native 16:9. That's all they added to it and made it look a little cleaner. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess they just have to work with the limitation of that engine.
I mean, if that's how we get GameCube games, I ain't gonna lie, dude. You keep bringing those GameCube games over. look, I am a person that if you are bringing over a game and it is exactly as is, no changes, I mean, I can now play that game on my modern console. I'm not too offended.
Bring up F-Zero.
So that's
F-Zero GX.
Just bring in GX. That should be fire as hell.
Oh my god, dude! Give me online play and we are in there. But that, you know what? I don't even care if it doesn't have online play. I'll play it with friends. Just let me play that game, dude. But let me make it easier on me to unlock the things. Oh my god, that game is one of the toughest F-Zero game. Let me rephrase that. One of the toughest games in general to unlock 100%, because there's GX and then there's AX. AX is the arcade only game. I don't know if you've ever seen the machine, but it's literally a cockpit. Like you sit inside,
which is sick,
and you actually like play. Yeah, it's super sick. But that game, it's the same team who made GX, so it's actually Sega. Don't tell Nintendo fans, but Sega made that game. Oh, yeah. The best Nintendo racing game, F-Zero GX, was made by Sega. Don't tell the 90s kids that. But AX has its own exclusive maps or tracks and exclusive cars. All that content is in GX. Locked behind some of the most horrendous unlock conditions of all time. If you can somehow just have those open from the get-go, that'd be really cool, because I want to play that content. I don't want to have to sit here and like really like kill myself trying to unlock that.
Oh, we'll see how they do it.
Because it's like basically a whole 2 new cups of worth of tracks and some other things, and it's cool, dude. But I have GX, and guess what? I only have one of those characters unlocked. I have not tried to get the other things. It is tough out here, dude. That game is tough.
Really rough.
But speaking of
F-Zero, right.
That's a good one. Yep.
Nice alley-oop.
Yep. Speaking of F-Zero, I'm actually having it in front of me. This week we did get a GBA update for the NSO. We got F-Zero Maximum Velocity. That is the game that comes after F-Zero X. Not canonically, because that makes no sense. In like release wise.
Yes.
It is basically just the Super Nintendo SNE or Super Nintendo F-Zero, but on Game Boy Advance. That's basically what it is. However, it is new tracks. They are not the same tracks. New cars. Captain Falcon is not in this game at all.
Weird.
It is the only F-Zero game to not include Falcon at all. Like
why though? What they do?
Because in the story, technically it takes 25 years after the original F-Zero.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
What a crazy plot.
Mind you, not like there's much of a story to begin with. That's just the setting.
It's just racing, bro.
Yeah.
What's the name of that dude from
we'll get to that because there's an anime. Yeah. Rick Wheeler. Wheeler. The guy who will eventually become the new Captain Falcon. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's an anime I've watched. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Maximum Velocity. It's the first GBA game. It was released in 2001, so that's actually a pretty early. Yeah, the same year as Mario Advance. So yeah, that's an early GBA game. It's also my least favorite F-Zero game.
Because they're kind of rough.
Okay, look. To be fair, there's no such thing as a bad F-Zero game. It's like Zelda, right? You can say Zelda 2 is the worst game in the series.
Yes.
But Zelda 2 is still better than most games out there. So F-Zero Maximum Velocity being the worst F-Zero, in my opinion, still means it's one of the best racing games. Like
that is fair. Oh my god.
I just think it doesn't really do much to push the series forward. It's just kind of, hey, we took a step back because now we're in 2D again instead of 3D.
Hell yeah.
and it has a funky feel to it. And when you play F-Zero games, like on your Switch, you go play Super Nintendo F-Zero, and then go and play Maximum Velocity, and then you'll be like, "What the hell is? Why does it feel weird?" They added this mechanic where you gotta let on and off the gas to like do really sharp turns. Like not only are you drifting, you gotta let on and off the gas to throttle it, and so it's like it becomes a really technical game.
Ew.
Isn't that the kind of same thing with like F-Zero 99 to a certain extent?
So F-Zero 99 is kind of a mixing pot of all of the ideas from every F-Zero game. And so yes, that's actually that mechanic is in that game as well. But it feels better and more refined in that one. This one it's a little rough, but
it's a little risque.
I will say that it's my least favorite F-Zero game. That's actually not the consensus. People really do like this game. So take that with a grain of salt. I just think it doesn't do anything like spectacular.
Except for maybe just put it on the GBA.
Well, you say that, but there are literally 2 other F-Zero games on GBA other than this.
I mean, there's the one after this one. Was there another one?
Yeah, GP Legends. So GP Legends is phenomenal. That's one of the best F-Zero games I've ever played. It is on GBA. That game has every single car from F-Zero X plus new ones, brand new tracks, plus you can unlock all of the F-Zero original Super Nintendo tracks, plus it has a story mode based on the anime. Like that game is phenomenal, and they can re-release that game because it was on the Wii U Virtual Console. So don't tell me they can't do that.
Oh shit! Right.
That game is god tier. That's a good one. But then Japan got an exclusive one after that.
That's what happens. Okay.
And people think that's like one of the best like 2D style F-Zero games, and I'm mad because I really wish we got it. It's called F-Zero Climax in Japan.
Nice. I guess.
So,
Okay. All right.
it looks really cool. But F-Zero GP Legends uses the X formula for boost, where your health meter is the boost. So you got to be careful. So
Hugh got boost power.
It's really good. I have that cartridge too. I have every American F-Zero game released except for Maximum Velocity. I never went out of my way to buy it.
Fuck it.
Well, I have it on 3DS. This is how I played it because I never played the original card. I used to play it on my 3DS because it was part of the ambassador program.
Oh shit.
But now that it's on Switch, and the other day I streamed it, that's the most I've ever played of that game. And honestly, now that I've learned the gas mechanic, quite frankly, it's actually better than I originally remember. Still my least favorite F-Zero game. I don't think that's gonna change. And that's basing it on the fact that I played every game in the series. And like, nah, it doesn't hold a can. It just doesn't do anything special for me to go, man. You got to play this. It's just more F-Zero. If you like F-Zero, you're going to like this game. It's basically what it is.
Yeah, he's like, I can't sell it any other than that.
However, I will say it is the first F-Zero to have first 2D F-Zero to have multiplayer. The original F-Zero does not have multiplayer. It's only a single player game.
What the fuck?
So this game has 4 players. So one day we got to try that just to see how that would look.
Oh shit.
That requires us to all have our Switches because it's Game Boy Advance. But yes. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
I have one of those.
Yeah, other than that though, the big thing about that is that was the last game announced for the NSO updates. Remember how like they gave us the list of like teases?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That was it. Maximum Velocity was the only one left. We don't know anything going forward. So
predictions,
Nintendo,
everybody.
Predictions easy. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I don't know where's that at. You need that on there, please.
Fucking Sonic Battle. What the hell?
There you go. Sonic 1, Advance 1, 2, and 3. Get that on there somehow. That would be sick.
What are they smoking right now?
F-Zero GP Legends. Now that we're on F-Zero, get that on there. We're still missing Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland.
That's true.
Sorry.
If you can somehow add the Game Boy Advance port of A Link to the Past, that'd be cool. But there's not because of Link to the Past. We have the Super Nintendo version. That version's superior.
Talk about 4 swords?
What? Exactly. It comes with 4 swords, and to be able to play 4 swords online would literally be the best thing ever. And we would do a whole stream just to play through that game. I want to so bad.
All right.
So bad, Justin.
Weird.
So bad. Metroid Zero Mission.
Oh yes, of course. I
Get
forgot.
on that, dude. Get on that, dude. WarioWare Twisted, because if you can add motion controls to Kirby Tilt and Tumble, I can do this and play WarioWare Twisted. All right, like, let me have that function. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Some smaller ones. Mario Tennis Power or Advance Tour. Is that what it's called? It's the Mario Tennis and Mario Golf games of the Game Boy Advance. They're also RPGs. Put those on there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great.
True.
Those are good. If you have to, I guess put Mario Pinball Land. That game's whatever, but it is first party. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I ain't picky. I'll do it.
Eat it.
If we're not getting mainline Pokemon games, Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire, please.
That's super fair.
Please, like, that's a good one. The thing is, we haven't gotten any third party games on here.
I'm pretty
So
sure
I'm basically
they
really
can.
only. Oh, they can. I'm just basically only going off of like first party just for right now. Oh, Drill Dozer. What the hell am I talking about? Drill Dozer. Get that game on there.
Mhm.
That's a Game Freak game. That's a good Game Freak game. Get that on there.
Wait, is Drill Dozer that one with that pink haired girl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a game by Game Freak.
Never played that game.
And it's got rumble features built onto the controllers on your cartridge. So imagine just playing and you're just like drilling and you can just feel it. It's cool.
Oh man, I wish I had rumble function in the Joy-Con.
What was that one game
wait till the
Aniyah
next
they
Switch.
wanted to find at a SoCal? Was it?
Oh,
One-
Game & Watch Gallery 4. There you go. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
Gunstar
man.
Superheroes.
Gunstar Superheroes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Gunstar
Guardian Advance Heroes would also be tight
Yes.
because those are both Sega and Treasure. They're both Treasure.
Dude, Treasure was knocking it out of the park with those games. What the fuck?
That's the awesome ones.
Doink.
If you can somehow they won't put the
Astro
Castlevania
Boy.
games on there.
Omega Factor.
If you could somehow get Omega Factor on there, that's another based Treasure game. Like that would be so good.
Yeah, that'd be super interesting.
Hold on. Now I'm curious what's on Game Boy Advance. Hold on, Game Boy Advance.
It was just there. You just had those, buddy.
Yeah, I always have my Game Boy. You don't carry your Game Boy Advance collection with you?
Weird.
Oh, can't relate.
That's weird.
Anyway, oh, what the hell?
You're the
Oh,
odd one out.
Nolan
Oh.
would shun me for this. What am I talking about? Yo, where's Wario Land 4?
Game Boy Advance?
Brother, this is like probably my favorite Game Boy Advance game. Like, get this on here.
That would be nice though. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh, the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Get that on there. Yes,
Oh, nice.
Country trilogy is already on Super Nintendo, but the Game Boy Advance versions have like mini games. There's added things. Country 3 in particular, this bad boy right here, actually has an entire new soundtrack by David Weiss, because David Weiss was not the original composer for that game,
Nice.
but he's
Get him
basically
in
the
here.
composer for the whole series. And
Get him on.
his GBA music, oh my god, I need it so bad, dude. It's so good, and it has a whole extra world that's not in the original game, Atlantica.
Hmm.
Come on, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
that's a good one. I said spin-off games, right? Just put Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. Put that on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Put that on there.
All right, we gotta call the Nintendo dude.
Yeah, call Mr. Nintendo himself and put these on there. Oh, if Xbox is doing things,
Hmm.
I need Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. I need that bad. That'd be really good.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute.
Sword of Mana is actually Square
Huh?
Enix, but Nintendo developed it.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I
so
don't think
curious.
Square Enix
Keep
is
going.
gonna show
I'm
up.
listening.
No,
Keep
but
going.
Nintendo actually published and developed this. This is actually
So on their rights. Okay.
it's a remake of Adventures of Mana. But-
Interesting.
That would be kind of tight. That's a good one. Capcom, Mega Man, and Base, since you're not going to release the game anyways. I'm looking. Don't tell me.
I'm listening.
Give me a minute.
I'm looking
I'm
at some
looking.
other
I just
games
pulled
here.
up all the
Pressure's
Sonic.
on.
I just pulled up all the Sonic games, of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm about to say, start playing the Sonic drowning sound.
Oh my god.
I see a Tactics Ogre here.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh wait a minute. If Xbox owns them, hey, the Crash and Spyro games on Game Boy Advance.
Oh,
Crash
but-
Purple and Spyro Orange. Forget those. I'm talking about like Crash the Huge Adventure, Crash Entranced, Spyro Season of Ice and Season of Fire. Those are really good games.
Word.
Those are good ones. Yeah, GBA has a ton of games. They could pull from GBA a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They already have all the Mario advances. Yeah.
This is,
Of course.
Ninja 5.0.
They're not going to do that, and I can tell you exactly why they're not going to do that.
Is it something about Konami?
Yeah, well, Konami, it's a Konami game. Limited Run is re-releasing it,
Oh right, that's right. Okay.
and it's one of the rarest Game Boy Advance games of all time. So they're going to release it physically finally.
Do you already have Harvest Moon? I know we had that for
There is a Harvest Moon on Game Boy Advance. Friends of Mineral Town, and more Friends of Mineral Town. Those can be on there. Metal Slug Advance.
You'll love to see it.
Yep. Hey, SNK's already put a game on the NSO with Crystalis on NES. You know what I'm saying?
Oh fuck. Yo,
We got options, dog. Game Boy Advance games is wild. There's a ton of them.
yeah, like Ultimate Card Games.
oh fuck.
Maybe not that one, but
Hey man,
Yeah,
there are a fair
I'm
bit
looking,
of Square
I'm looking,
Enix
I'm
ones,
looking, I'm shuffling.
but they're not gonna do that.
yeah, there's a lot of Square Enix ones that are really good. The Final Fantasy ports are fan. That's how I actually played Final Fantasy 4 for the first time in my life.
Mm.
I don't have that cartridge anymore, unfortunately, but that's how I played it a long time ago.
But what about Mario Golf Advance Tour?
That's the one. Mario Golf Advance Tour, and what's the Mario Tennis one?
I think
Power
it's just
Tour?
Power Tour. Yeah.
Okay, those are really good too.
Mm.
Those are like excellent games.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that's a fair number of those.
Yeah, Nintendo. I'm like I said.
They definitely are going to need to like spread that out if they're going to continue NSO this way.
Yeah, that's the thing, Justin. They don't need to release a Game Boy Advance game every month. It could always just be, hey, this month you're getting an N64 game. Next month you're getting a GBA game. Next month it's a Game Boy update. Like it doesn't need to be a drop where we're getting every console updated every month. If they're gonna do the drip feed, which I don't like, but okay, fine, I get it. Give me different releases for different consoles every month. Don't just like, don't just shoot everything all at once.
Mm.
Give me these games spread out. Let me have time to play them, enjoy them. I think that's how they would do it. Because N64, like I said, Rare's on the table with N64. So there's still Diddy Kong Racing, there's still Donkey Kong 64, there is still Banjo Tooie, freaking Killer Instinct Gold is on the table now. I'm still missing Treasure's best game on there. Mischief Makers, that still has to be on there.
You're telling me more.
So at Super Nintendo, there's a couple now that third parties are in there. I'm trying to think, because really Super Nintendo is kind of tough because like they already really shot their load with everything. Like the only thing that's missing really is Mario RPG, but that's already remade. So it's kind of like Mario versus Donkey Kong Game Boy Advance, right? That could be a release, but that's not going to happen maybe till like next year or the year after.
Oh, okay.
Because they want to spread that out from the remake. Because I mean, hey, look, Link's Awakening is on the Game Boy app. That game has a remake on Switch. So it's just a matter of like version preference at this point. But yeah. NES too. NES has a lot of games now that Rare's on board. I mean, dude, Slalom is kind of a hidden gem. I like that game. That would be pretty cool. Battletoads, the original.
Oh, sure.
Because we got the sequel, but not the original. I'd be down for that. It's not the best game in the world, kind of, but it's fun.
Oh, I feel it.
So yeah, we got some titles finally. We got some banger stuff that they can put on NSO.
Yeah,
and then Castlevania Legends on Game Boy kind of shows me that, okay, if they're not in collections and Konami's not going to do anything with those, other companies can start putting those on there too. You know what I mean? Like Capcom's not releasing the Mega Man games, but no one ever said they can't put the Game Boy Mega Man games on there. I don't think they're going to do a collection with those. So
They probably
why
won't.
not give us Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Game Boy and Mega Man Extreme 1 and 2?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Those can be on there. That's a good one. NES, we're still missing first party Nintendo games. Like, why do we not have Urban Champion? I know it's not a good game, but like, it's still a first party Nintendo game. Is what I'm trying to say, right? Where's Urban Champion? Where's Star Tropics 2? That makes no sense. We have the first one.
I really don't know. I'm super curious. I was looking at something.
I also like the idea of version differences. Like, you gave me Dr. Mario on Game Boy. Why? it's not a bad game. It's just we have Dr. Mario on NES. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mark.
Mark's back. Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Fuck you.
Mark, I can't talk to you about that. That's confidential. Anyway, how's your sex life?
Love you guys. How's my sex life? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's a quote from The Room. I love that. I love that part. They're in the restaurant. And he's talking to Mark. He's like, Mark, I can't talk to you about that. That's confidential. Anyway, how's your sex life?
It's an actual bar.
That's an actual line. Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished dinner and everything. What was the topic right now?
Oh, games that can come to NSO.
Like
anything from I haven't even touched Sega Genesis. I don't even know where they're gonna go from that. But like the NES app, the Super app, the Game Boy app, the GBA app, and the N64 app. And I said with Xbox on board, because everybody's been wanting Rare Replay on Switch. I don't think you're gonna get Rare Replay. I think the NSO is how they're giving you Rare Replay technically. Just without the 360 and Xbox games.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Blast Corps is on the N64 app. Jet Force Gemini's already on there. Banjo Kazooie's already on there. So Diddy Kong Racing, I'm telling you, you put Diddy Kong Racing on there and it has online. We are on that. Like that's a banger game. On top of that, Donkey Kong 64 has a 4-player battle mode. That's cool. There's Banjo Tooie that also has a deathmatch style battle mode. That's cool. Yes, it's first person. Don't ask how it works. It happens.
It just works.
It just works. It's really funny. Everybody has their own bird. Everyone has their own Kazooie. It's like a gun. So
That's
in
funny.
Smash Brothers, like you can hold Kazooie like a gun and then like side B. That's where it's from. It's from Banjo Tooie.
Could you imagine if Sakurai had included a first person perspective for that? That would have been wild.
That would have been funny.
I think that could have been like a final smash
wait a
up
minute.
thing.
Mark, there you go. Smash Brothers. Why is that not on the N64 app?
Because that's
I don't know.
I don't know. Actually,
That would be a banger title to have on there. Smash Brothers 64 with online. Like,
I think
good lord.
it's probably part of their like we have it ready. We're just waiting for the right time.
Right.
We're waiting for the Super Nintendo Switch.
I mean, you tell me day one. That's
They
a game you
could
can
do
get on
that,
there. Yeah.
like where it's like, hey, just to
Well,
promote the fact
and then a
that
few months
we have
later,
people on NSO.
Well, to be fair, they could also just do a thing where it's like, hey, the Super Nintendo Switch has its own exclusive NSO apps that you cannot get on Switch.
I'm kind of mixed on that.
Well, I mean,
That sounds like a Nintendo thing.
It does sound like a Nintendo thing.
Think about it. GameCube.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
You make GameCube exclusive to Super Nintendo Switch, you just like
I
got
saw-
everybody on
I
there.
saw the fear in Justin's eyes. You
It's like,
said, "Oh
no, because it's just the expansion plus plus. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I do not want that.
What if
Nintendo
the
Switch
Super Switch
Online
is-
expansion pack."
What if they figure out a way to do DS games?
But they already got
I mean,
expansion,
that would be so good to
There
somehow
was-
get DS games.
There was that patent that we saw back when were for a device that had like it was kind of DS like.
Oh, yeah, I
Switch, but
remember
we had a
that.
DS lower screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's ways they can do it. It can happen. My whole point of the NSO apps, what I want from this the most is like
Breathing through those.
give me a way to play these games. Give me a way to play these. Like if the Switch or whatever the Super Switch is going to be is their one and only place to play Nintendo games, let me play my old Nintendo games on it as well. We just keep updating these. But like to Justin's point, yeah, GBA might not have as much titles as we think, but don't give me all the GBA games at once. Spread these out. Like, you doesn't have to be a GBA game every month. It could be an N64 game this month. It could be a GBA game the next month. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a monthly thing.
Tease me a little bit. Don't just go in all at once.
Exactly, basically.
That's essentially, yeah.
Do you have pickups, Justin?
Oh my god, we didn't even do. How long we've been talking?
It's been a minute, but I really have this whole thing of pickups. So like, just for context, it was my birthday last weekend, and yeah, I got Princess Peach and Rise of the Ronin for my birthday for my wife. But like,
there's more. But wait, there's more. He has a lot.
Hey, Mark, is that you breathing into the mic?
Yeah.
Here are so Justin, if you have anything, I think you should go first.
Not on purpose.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, is that him?
Yeah. Not on purpose. It kind of just, my mic just picks it up sometimes.
Release the beast.
But Phil, no, I do not.
You don't have nothing?
I got none.
All right, Aniyah, you got something?
No.
All right. All right, sure.
That was a genuine look back. I appreciate that.
No, I was looking at my pickup. It's right there. It's two things that came in from Limited Run. Give me a second.
Nice. Hold on.
It's the Shantae vinyl.
Oh,
is it Pirate's Curse?
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
So I see that fighter statue in the back. Go off, King.
I got that the game the day it released. I got the big collector's edition.
Kind of jealous about Pirate's Curse OST because that's my favorite Shantae soundtrack. It's the best in my opinion. So
it took a while because I booked it up with River City Girls too, and I found but I didn't open it. I didn't open it just yet.
The collector's edition.
So like
all right.
They had like a bunch of dates for it. I was like, you know what? It makes sense that I haven't gotten my Shantae thing because I booked it with this bitch. So it makes sense.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, this thing is solid. I haven't even looked inside of it. The last one had a cool little collection in there. I think this thing has if they did last time they did a little ticket for Noise's concert, that character in the first River City Girls.
Yeah. Noise.
The picture IDs and like the lockets for each of the girls that you end up fighting later on. I think you have to do a condition in order to fight the two of them because there's two different endings. But yeah, you get that along with the limited run card in there too, and like a case. I think this might have a steelbook case. I don't know.
It should.
But yeah,
at this point, yeah.
I probably just look at it another time. But nah, I really like this fucking.
This is that unit.
It's great. Yeah, super nice. I was like, man, I always like how they package their collector's editions for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's it. Honestly, I thought about picking up Rise of the Ronin and Princess Peach, but I didn't get to it. Hopefully, they still have the physical ones near our GameStop, but I'll get it later.
Peach for sure they have. I mean they have. Those are both first party games. I'm sure you can. Yeah.
Last time they said it was only 7 left.
I mean, they always do. They kind of scare you a little bit. They scare you a little bit.
I'm freaking out.
So I have this into groups. Well, I'm going to start with my limited run pickups.
Yep.
I have some limited run deliveries that came in.
Holy shit.
And then I'm going to go into my birthday gifts. All right. Limited run pickups. First one on the top. It's really funny he mentions WayForward because this is a WayForward game.
Ruby?
And it is Ruby Arrowfell.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like you already had it. I'm tripping.
No,
that was the
I
other
bundled
one.
it with. So this is the WayForward 2D platformer one.
Ah, okay.
The other one's like an action RPG of some sort, but this one's like an actual like 2D platformer by WayForward. I don't know too much about it. I just know that it looks fun.
It looks cute.
Yeah, it looks alright. No, I bundled it with a order of 5 different games, and that's why I had to wait for all of them. So yes.
Holy shit.
Nah, I feel it. Yeah, that's crazy.
This next one is a Carbon Engine retro release.
All right, let's
And
go.
this is A Boy and His Blob retro collection.
That's crazy because I could have sworn you got something like that.
So I have A Boy and His Blob, but that one is but that game is actually the reboot game from WayForward on the Wii. They ported it to Switch and HD.
Okay.
That makes sense.
This is the original NES game and Game Boy game, which is A Boy and His Blob, Trouble in Blobonia from NES, and the Recipe
Blobonia.
of Princess Blobette
I love these
For Game Boy.
things.
What the fuck?
Boblet.
These are yeah, the Rescue Princess Boblet, bro. What, you don't know about that game? God, come on, dude.
Clearly I
Yeah,
don't.
program.
I need to get educated.
No,
The language.
they're like puzzle platformers where you have to figure out like which jelly bean to use on the blob to give them like different powers. So, like make them a ladder so you can get up to things, or make them a trampoline, like this kind of, or make them a parachute so you can get down safely.
Don't make him a bitch.
Yeah.
Go on.
The original games were developed by David Crane, who created Pitfall, and basically
Really?
helped start Activision. Yes.
That's a crazy fucking rap sheet, bro.
Yeah, so they're iconic like NES games. So to have, they're not like the most expensive NES games either. I just really wanted somewhere where I can play them like on modern consoles. So I was like, cool, and they look good next to the Way Forward Boy and His Blob. So I'm hyped for that
I'm cool
because
with
that's the whole series. There's only 3 games. There it is. So that's cool.
There's actually a lot of stuff for limited run right now that like I'm eyeballing, but we can get to that later.
Yeah, this next one is actually really cool. I'm really happy to have a physical copy of this because it's part of an iconic series, and the fact that Disney let it happen is really cool. Like, I never thought we would get a game in the series from the original creator again, with Disney and Lucasfilm's blessing, but it is Return to Monkey Island.
Ooh, that's right. That's right.
This is super cool, dude. Basically a brand new chapter in this series with Ron Gilbert, who created the original Monkey Island, at the helm.
Smart move.
And it's really cool. It's for people who don't know, it's like a point and click. It's basically the father of point and click adventure games. Like you basically are given nothing. You walk around and you use the item on different things until you figure out how to progress the game. That is how these games play. Now this one's more modern, so that there's hit systems and there's all these new modern features you can do. But I'm excited to actually play through this because I heard nothing but really good things about this game. And kind of comes full circle because Limited Run's first Switch game was Ron Gilbert's Thimbleweed Park.
That was a fun
Oh,
game.
I remember that.
I remember playing that game, and I was like, "This is what it feels like to play a Lucasfilm, like a LucasArts style point and click adventure game like this." I was like, "This is cool. I like it." So I'm really excited to play that. Next on the docket, another Way Forward game, and it's another Carbon Engine game, but this one's cool. And Aniyah, you might like this one. I don't know if you have this one already in your collection, but this is Extreme Sports.
Extreme Sports.
I don't have that.
So this is actually not a remake or anything. This is the straight up Game Boy Color game, which also fetches for a good price on the market for Game Boy Color. This is actually by the original Shantae team. Like, not just Way Forward,
Whoa, what the
but Matt Bozon, his name is on this.
Whoa.
Matt Bozo, I'm sorry.
Matt Bozo.
Okay, got you.
And it's basically the same engine that Shantae 1 was created on. So yes, it's the same.
Do they have enemies placed in good places?
No.
Then that's Shantae 1 for you. All right,
Yep.
I'll play it.
Yep. It's the class. The back of the box says Classic Action Sports RPG Returns.
All right.
Gotta keep it original.
It is really cool though that they re-released this game and I can play it on a modern platform. So I'm really happy about this. This is cool.
Yeah,
I've seen this. I saw this game on the 3DS eShop on the Virtual Console, and I just never bought it.
Really?
But now I understand that I made a great mistake. So I'm glad I have this. Because it is it's like Shantae 1. It's Carbon Engine. So it is the Game Boy the Game Boy Color game, and that's it. There's no like crazy like HD or nothing. It is the Game Boy Color game on a big screen TV. There you go.
Yeah, I feel it.
And then I got 2 more limited run stuff. This is Vengeful Guardian Moonrider.
You know what?
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, so this is a 2D action game, kind of inspired by like things like Shinobi or maybe like Ninja Gaiden.
The Messenger.
Yeah, kind of.
I was gonna say
It's got really really cool, sick, like 16-bit graphics. It's really challenging from what I heard. It's really fun. It's created by the people who made Blazing Chrome, if you know what that is.
Sounds
Blazing
familiar.
Yeah, Blazing Chrome's the Contra style game. So
I'll look that up.
This is a really cool looking game. I've been waiting for this to have in my collection so I can play it. It just looks really fun to play.
Hell yeah. What the fuck?
And then the next one is something I've wanted physically for so long, and I'm so happy Limited Run did it finally. In the States. This has a Japanese and Asian copy, but this is a shooter that I've been seeing. And there's been like a lot of problems with this game like coming out. Like there was licensing issues with their publishing holder, and like they're being like bad about it. Look, the point is it finally came out with the DLC intact on a physical cartridge. And that is Devil Engine Complete Edition.
What the fuck? Devil Engine which game was that? Hold on.
It's a horizontal, so not vertical. So it goes like this, not like this.
Yeah.
Shooter. It's a shoot 'em up. But it's got a crazy amount. It's a bullet hell to the T. Like there's so many bullets on screen at once. The music is crazy good. The visuals are outstanding. Like it is pixel art, but like it looks really good, dude.
Okay, yeah. I remember hearing about that game. Definitely missed it though.
I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I'm gonna try to learn it. I really want to play this. I played it for a little bit the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this music, dude! I'm pumped."
Hell yeah!
All right,
Oh,
that's all my limited run stuff.
Uh-huh.
Here are my birthday gifts. I got a good amount of birthday gifts this year.
Is some Nintendo Switch games.
Well, it's fun. It's funny because people normally don't get me games for my birthday because they just assume I already have everything. Now
right.
I also made a list on my Amazon account stuff that was like, hey, look, these are stuff I don't have, but I would like, like. So they actually went off that list for this year, and it was pretty cool.
All right.
So the first game on the list here is a horror game that came out. I've been really wanting to play it because it got nothing but good reviews. I'm talking like, goddamn, this game got perfect reviews across the board, and I've been really wanting to play it. And that is Signalis.
Oh yes, that one.
Oh yeah, I do have that on Steam, and I haven't touched it yet. It does look
Yeah, it looks really tight, dude. It's got that classic Resident Evil style, like tank controls. It's got a really cool sci-fi look. Oh man, I'm excited to play this. I might not play this anytime soon. I'm probably gonna wait till October.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get in the mood for that. The next two games I call them the Mark Double Pack.
The Mark Double Pack.
The Mark Double Pack because these are games that Mark.
All right, lock in
These
Mark.
are two games that Mark has been talking about. I've talked before on the podcast. I remember some of these. He praises these games a lot. So the first one on the docket, Mark, I hope you're excited because I'm finally going to get to play this, is Digimon Survive.
Good game. Great game.
I got a physical copy of it. I'm excited.
Oh, it's a good game.
Yeah. This one actually has inside art. That's kind of cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, third-party Bandai Namco game with inside art. I was like, yo. So as far as I know, Mark, it is a visual novel / tactical RPG?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm down. I'm really excited to try this out because I heard pretty all right things about it.
Yep. Just be careful with your choices.
Yeah. Now the next game.
Make sure your bond levels are up very high.
Okay.
I can say that about Mass Effect 2 as well.
Oh my god.
Also true.
We'll bank, eh?
Shepard.
The next game though is a game that Marcus told me I needed to play over and over again, and I kept telling him I told him to just like, nah, I'll get to it when I get to it. And then when it came out on Switch, I was like, hey Mark, look, I could do it now, and I still never did it. I don't have an excuse now, Mark. I already popped it in, I installed it, I played a little bit of it, so and it's very appropriate, I got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. But the Switch version's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot plus a new Power Awakens set. So,
oh, good lord.
You get a little bit more DLC.
Yeah, you get a little bit more DLC than what comes with the PS4 and Xbox versions. But it's just DLC. That's all it really is. Because you can play those on the other consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's kind of pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I done goofed. I should have played this earlier in my life.
Great game.
It's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not super far. I'm still in the Saiyan Saga, but like I'm just kind of roaming around. It's fun to just kind of fly around and just explore and
Oh yeah, the movement feels very nice.
yeah, it's really fun. And the Switch port is actually pretty good. Solid 30 frames per second. It looks pretty clean. Like there's not too much visual downgrades.
Optimization.
Yep, it looks and runs really well on the Switch. I'm really happy about this one. So this one's also not in the case because it's in my carrying case because I want to play it. So
Let's go.
All right.
so it is with me. I'm ready for this one.
I feel it. Oh yeah.
Now this one, if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of this series. Like literally top 10 like franchises for me. And I love it so much. And I wanted to play this, but when it came out, it's kind of hard for me to justify it when like I had money to spend on like Mario Wonder and like Mario RPG and all these other games coming out where I was like, I can't tell myself to get this game. Not yet, but it was a birthday gift and I'm really happy. And we got to play it soon because it's Super Bomberman R2.
I got you. Hell yeah.
So I'm ready. I'm ready to try this out. This has the 8 players still locally. We can still play this game 8 players. Which so for a fun fact, Aniyah played a lot of R1 with me when I originally got the first game because that was a launch game for the Switch.
Which was
that was one of the only multiplayer games because Zelda wasn't multiplayer and like how much could we really get out of 1-2 Switch? So
Arms.
how fast can you be like Clint Eastwood? Yeah.
Yeah, like so this was really the big multiplayer game and Fast RMX that we really played until Mario Kart. Like
There was Arms.
Yeah.
Arms didn't come out until months later.
Ah, fuck.
So it was months later. Bomberman R1 was a launch day game. So because I remember I picked up Zelda, 1-2 Switch, and Bomberman physically. Those were all my games I wanted.
Was Mario Odyssey not a launch game?
No, launch year,
but
not launch day.
It was like in October or something.
I don't know why
October.
it felt like a launch game.
Zelda Breath of the Wild was March, so October was when Mario Odyssey came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was part of a weird, awkward period where there's just those 3 games or so. And then
you're talking about
as far as release.
Well, yeah, because there's like the whole year was crazy. It was like Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Arms, Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. The only issue was that it was really spread out. That very first month was kind of, you just kind of have to like stick with one game for a little bit.
Barren.
Yeah. Well, no, Nintendo they were like, oh yeah, you're only gonna wait a month because it's March to April because April is when Mario Kart came out.
Right.
What they didn't tell you was that Breath of the Wild came out March 3rd, but then Mario Kart doesn't come out till April 27th, basically meaning 2 months.
Enjoy Tears of the Enjoy Breath of the Wild for about a month.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then whatever else comes out on the eShop.
It was like a month and 3 weeks is basically what you had to wait for Mario Kart.
It's how I got into Blast Master Zero though. So I mean,
yeah. I remember. So like the week after, it was like Blaster Master Zero came out on the console. That was really fun. And then the SNK games dropped. So I had like Metal Slug 3 and I had King of Fighters 98. It was cool. It was cool. But Aniyah, you bought a Switch when Mario Kart came out, right? Or you bought it around the launch day?
I think it was launch.
We did the launch day. We all went to the same GameStop.
I was gonna say, pretty sure that Aniyah got it launch day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's fun. Then what is it?
Shovel Knight came out too. I bought that too. That was fun.
Something like that. But yeah, I think I really just stuck with Breath of the Wild.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, occupied my whole time, and it still does.
But I want to play this. So I don't know if you knew about Bomberman R Online. They discontinued it and closed it, right? Because it was a 64 online player like battle royale. Well, they closed it because that mode is included on this game. So you can still have that mode to play online even with this. But this still has the normal Bomberman stuff. It has a new single player story mode I would want to play through. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to actually pop this in and try it because I love Bomberman. So They did my boy dirty, only being in Smash than this trophy. Now these next two games I'm going to show together, because y'all know my collecting goal. My collecting goal is to obtain every first party Nintendo game, right?
Yeah.
It's got to have Nintendo's published label on it.
Got it.
Okay. So one of my friends knew that, and these are Switch games that I purposely didn't get because I was like, man, do I really want this? Like right now, do I really want to put the money for this? And as of right now, without these two games including now, I'm actually 4 first party Nintendo Switch games away from having every single Nintendo first party up to date.
Okay.
Ew.
All right.
I
There
am
we go.
missing DC Superhero Girls.
That is a game.
That was
Okay,
it.
so
And
here you say.
then you know what? Nintendo's name's on it, unfortunately, so I have to get it eventually.
Unfortunately.
Nintendo Labo Kit 2, Nintendo Labo Kit 3, and Nintendo Labo Kit 4.
I thought you already had those.
No, I have the first one. I have the variety kit. I'm
Yeah.
missing the robot, the vehicle, and the VR.
Oh my god.
There's a VR. Oh.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't really care about the cardboard because the OLED doesn't even work with these. So
Oh no.
I kind of just want to get the cartridges, like the box and the cartridge, and have them on my shelf,
Fair enough.
just to say I have them. Because they're cheap. Like I looked them up online, they're like less than 20 each.
Oh, all right.
So I can get those out of the way. It's just DC Superhero Girls I don't want to pay $40 for. I don't like, you know what I mean? And these two are the same thing. I did not want to pay for these. And there's a whole story why I'm leading up to this because you're going to see this and go, huh? Like, why is this important?
Go
But
on.
they are first party Nintendo games. I had to have in my collection, and that is Fitness Boxing 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikasa. What the hell?
Mikasa Sukasa?
Yeah. Fitness
Casa
Boxing 1
Sukasa.
and Fitness Boxing 2, both published by Nintendo. So I had to get them.
You lucked out, buddy. You're getting closer though.
Yeah, I'm getting closer. It's funny because there is a third Fitness Boxing game, the one that actually interests me.
There's
And
a third one?
There is, and it isn't published by Nintendo because it's Fitness Boxing Fists of the North Star.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
How about
I kind of want to get that because I'd be so down to try Fitness Boxing going like
Fucking Kenshiro?
yeah.
I think I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So that's at the and there's a fourth one coming out, Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing. So
That's funny.
we're in there, but like these first two are actually published by Nintendo. So
Oh, yeah.
I needed them in my collection. I don't know why they publish those games. They're not even developed by them. It's weird.
Yeah,
and
they,
then,
want to promote, they want to promote people to get in shape.
yeah, and then the next two are kind of big ones for me. So they are birthday gifts. Technically, my dad gave me an Amazon gift card, so I used them. So shout outs to my dad for basically these birthday gifts. And I first got. Finally, I'm only one game away from this series on my Switch to have them all, but I got Dragon Quest Treasures, baby.
All right.
Oh yeah. You love to see it. Hell yeah.
Now, this is an action RPG, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually don't know the entire like gameplay loop of it, but I know it's Dragon Quest. I'm missing Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince, which apparently is like really stupid rare to find. So, I done goofed not getting a day one. So now I gotta.
How much is that?
I don't know, Justin, you own it. How much is it?
Should still be the same 60.
Okay, I gotta find it then.
Uh-huh.
I gotta find it before it gets even more rare. And then the next game is the big one, the game that I've been vouching for everyone to play since I played the demo. And I'm like, man, I gotta play this. But it was kind of tough for me because it came out the same day as Another Code. And it's like, do I wait on this because I know it's going to be cheaper? And guess what? It was when I bought this. So, but I own it. This is my next Switch game after I beat Princess Peach because I need I need to play it this year.
Need it.
And that's Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Solid game so far.
I need to play this, dude. I played the demo and I fell in love. I was like, I need to literally just sit down and play this whole game.
I need it.
I'm so excited. Yeah. So I got some pretty fun games for my birthday this year.
Awesome.
Very nice, very nice.
So shout outs to all the birthday gifts. Thank you, everybody. And if you're watching this, thank you. And shout outs to Limited Run for some good deliveries. I did place orders from them recently, so that's cool.
There's quite a bit.
Not too many. Not too many. Now that the streak is broken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now that my streak is broken and I couldn't really, I'm now just kind of like picking and choosing what I want.
Your streak was broken. What are you talking about?
That I missed out on pre-orders. I'm done.
Which one?
The one that broke it was Princess Farmer and Floppy Nights.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, those were numbered games, so I missed out on them. Well, the problem is, Aniyah, and real quick, and I'm gonna bring this up just real fast because we already talked about it on the podcast before. They changed their shipping to a new thing called Purple Dot. It's a new company.
Okay.
And apparently, for some dumb reason, Purple Dot didn't support PayPal or Sezzle or any way for me to do payments. Because that's kind of how I do it. It's like I make a big order so I can save on shipping. And I it's only cost me like a $20 payment every time. And it's like, okay, that's cool. And it's only for like 4 weeks. It's only 4 payments.
Oh, they got rid of it?
They got rid of it. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. And so I couldn't afford it. And so when that happened, I was like, well, that sucks. I guess I'm just gonna pick and choose. For instance, recently I had to skip out because lack of funds, and I know Justin's gonna hate me for it. I had to skip out on El Shaddai.
Wait, I don't hate you for it, but like that does suck.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Like,
Yeah,
Damn, even worse.
I had to skip out.
Is it like
I was curious about it. It looked pretty nice.
It's a hidden gem on PS3. I wanted to play the HD remaster, but I made some recent.
I'm so disappointed. You should El Shaddai.
I got Felix the Cat. I couldn't miss out on that one. I really need, and Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked. I needed those. Those could not leave. Like I needed those. I got Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore, because I think that's incredible that someone in the world, somebody in the world made a game based on the Zelda CDI games and made it good. So that's funny.
Did you get the controller?
I did not get the controller.
Okay.
Oh, that's collector's edition.
Yeah. And then I recently got Pentiment.
Yeah, I
got Pentiment because you know what? I said I would buy it if there's a physical copy for Xbox, so I got it on Xbox and Switch.
Oh, well, both. All right.
Yeah, I got them. But well, Switch is because it's a mainline, but Xbox because it's a first-party Xbox game, and I really wanted it.
Yeah.
And then I got what was the other ones? I got King of Fighters 13 Global Match. I did get it both on Switch and PS4. PS4 is for the competitive stuff. Switch is so that I can have King of Fighters 13 because that is literally one of my favorite King of Fighters games of all time.
Hell yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
That game is phenomenal. And then I got that shoot 'em up double pack. I forgot it's Glaylancer and Ginyog. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. There's Japanese only Sega Genesis games that never came over here, and they look cool. The one you are gonna hate me for, Justin. I did have to skip out on it, and I was the one vouching for it the most.
What would you skip out on?
Cosmic Fantasy Collection.
Oh well, I don't hate you. I'm just disappointed. You should El Shaddai.
So Video Games Plus usually gets a stock whenever they come in. I'm gonna wait for them to get stock, and I'm gonna try and get it from them.
Okay.
Because Cosmic Fantasy is one I really wanted.
Yeah, it was that art style.
Right now, yeah. But on the store right now, Contra, Operation Galuga. I'm not going to miss out on that. I need that.
Yep.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think. Let me pull up Limited Run right now.
Yeah. I guess I was going to get to it, but I'm looking at the store right now. Things I was kind of interested in was actually that Rugrats Adventures in Gameland because it was.
That one looks really good.
They actually have Grandia HD collection for both Xbox and PlayStation, and I know they have that one for the Switch, but they never got a physical for that unless you go to Play Asia or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got it for Switch.
Yeah, I was like, I have that, and I forgot they even did it for the bigger consoles. I guess.
No, they're just barely porting it to bigger consoles.
That's funny. I didn't know.
Yeah. But Rugrats Adventures in Gameland is one I really want. That looks like a fun 2D platformer. Contra Operation Galuga. You know, it's still Contra, and I still really want to play it. Grounded is getting a physical copy from them. That's really cool.
Just like those big Xbox titles now are showing up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about Grounded.
I'm probably gonna double dip because I want it on Xbox and Switch.
Okay.
Go on.
So that one's for sure. Overlord, Escape from Nazareth.
I heard that's an interesting one as far as the genre. But so
Metroidvania, no?
Is
Sounds
it?
like a
Oh.
Metroidvania with that series. What the hell?
It's a Metroidvania.
That's weird.
I
I
also
might have
need
to pick
to
it up
get,
just off of Metroidvania.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. And
There's High on Life.
I might skip out on it because it looks cool, but like if I have to make choices, I will. And that's a Midnight Fight Express, but it looks fun.
Midlife.
And
that's
I also will have to have to skip out on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Mm.
That
I didn't
sucks
know.
because that game's actually really good. So
Oh. But what about the vinyls, Phil?
there's too many vinyls for me to start picking up. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, too many.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist.
Oh, the Genesis game, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, High on Life this weekend ends, huh?
Yeah. I should probably go get that one. Xbox then.
I might get that on Xbox. Even though there's the PS5 copy as well, I might get that on Xbox. But like, yeah, no, that's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Wait, we have been talking for about 3 hours.
No, we started at 150.
As far as like that formally. Is that
Yeah.
Neko Arc over on Twitch? Oh, hey, yo. Pre-ordered the Dragon Ball one from Amazon. Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but
yeah, Abraham, we did talk a little bit about Stellar Blade. We downloaded the demo at the very least. Just never really got around to playing it. I really do kind of want to get my
cheeks.
relax. Sorry, Mark, I can't quite hear you. I'm just gonna mute. But I would love to try to see like exactly how it like kind of takes like some elements, because people are already making the comparison. I think we already just talked about that as far as Sekiro. I think there was another game that was linked with it, but I was curious about it.
Zero. We're checking in on that galactic booty that everybody keeps talking about.
Not the galactic
Yes,
booty.
sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, I don't know. I remember thinking about picking up that game, but I'm like, I could put a breather on it.
Yeah,
Tekken is life right now, so I got.
I get ya.
It is kind of his whole
Tekken.
thing right now.
Trying to think of what other things I need to grab. I need to grab Rise of the Ronin still, because that game, I want it.
I haven't played it because obviously Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's taking my time. But yes, I want to play it. I have it. It's in my shelf, but
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know. I feel like I might have.
I could probably just hold
missing
off
out
on that.
If anything, keep in tune whatever you guys talk about in chat or whatever I notice from like other streams or stuff I see on like on Twitter or whatever. That's usually like my pulse on gaming news. Otherwise, I would usually have to. I'm trying to think of like putting in my schedule because of course still gotta put out some videos. Still gotta make some more. I'm really just putting into like going to the gym consistently and seeing how that affects my schedule. Also changing how I eat too. So no more 2 large pizzas every day. So
Damn.
can't do
just
that.
just one. That's good.
One is enough.
It's not. But I have to compromise, guys. It's all about compromise. Ugh. What else?
Sir, you cannot. You can't shout and curse at the person. One of the two will suffice.
That suffices.
How do you know how to control my? How do you know my life?
But still, yeah, I'll probably tune in on like whatever I can find on indies because I thought about doing something with that, making it like more of me just finding like funny ass deep dives of when I buy games. But I need money to do that, so that's probably not gonna happen for another time because we're getting ready for what was it? We're getting ready for SoCal Gaming Expo, and then Evo, and then I don't know what the fuck TwitchCon is happening. I don't know when that's happening. It's somewhere in September. I know.
It's somewhere in September or something like that.
Yeah, and then putting the prices.
Yeah. And don't forget, we're gonna go. You were part of the group. Like the quick story is that we all bought tickets to go see Green Day in September, so that's gonna be hype as hell too.
Oh yeah, it's
that doesn't
it's like the week prior
before.
to like the
It's
Twitch
either a
time.
week or two, right? Or something
No,
like
just
that?
one. Just one.
Yeah, there's one. Okay.
So, yeah.
Comic-Con, right? Are you talking about Evo?
No,
No, I was talking about Twitch.
Oh,
Twitch is in
TwitchCon.
Yeah, September. Most of the stuff we're going to is in July. Like Comic-Con, Evo, and DreamCon is all in July.
it's kind of crazy over there.
Yeah, I was like,
this will be my first time seeing SoFi Stadium. I've never seen it.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I haven't been to that shit either, as far as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, for the music nerds, the lineup is the Lindas. Don't worry about them. Actually, no, you know, I shouldn't say that. They're an up and coming like girl punk band, apparently.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, but the Lindas, Rancid's gonna be there, which is really cool. They're like a punk ska band. It's pretty cool.
Punks.
They've got some bangers. They've got some bangers for sure from the 90s. The Smashing Pumpkins is an opening
that sounds
band.
familiar.
Yeah, they are. You've definitely heard them. You know, today is the great.
Oh my god. Dude.
That one's pretty good. Yeah, or despite all my rage, I'm still just a... Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, my god.
holy fuck.
And then Green Day. So Green Day's big thing this year is that I believe it's the 25th anniversary. No, it might be the 30th anniversary of Dookie.
So this right after was it right after the first album or was it the third album?
The Dookie is their third album.
Third, right? Okay, yeah.
So it's the album that basically put them on the map. So it's it is the 30th anniversary of that album, and then it's the 20th anniversary of American Idiot. So they're going to play both albums from front to back. They're going to play both of those albums from front to back, plus new songs from their new album from this year, Saviors, and then more.
A lot of cocaine.
So they're going to go all out. Yeah, dude. American Idiot's my favorite Green Day album. But if I'm gonna cry when I hear Letter Bomb. I love that song. I love that song. I'm gonna cry when I hear that song. If they play from Dookie, I really like a lot of the songs in there. But like she's really fun. Like that's a good song. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm just re-upping on my Green Day stuff because Green Day was never a band. I was like, nah, I'm gonna turn the radio off. I was just always enjoying whenever they came on.
You know me. So.
And to be fair, probably live they're not as good as like when we saw Red Hot. Red Hot Chili Peppers can play live. Like they play no matter what. Like they're good.
Oh, a live? Dang, Green Day live? I wonder.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, they're a lot older than they were back in the day. So, but
yeah, that sounds
yeah, they can still get it. Yeah, they still got it. They still got it.
They aren't that old.
They're not that old, but they still got it. Like I'm excited to hear Trey like play his drums live. He's like one of my favorite drummers. So like, ooh, dude, like, because you listen to Green Day, drums is like the main like. Oh damn, he's good. Like he's really good.
Yeah, I feel it. I do always just go to. I mean, aside from like American Idiot, Holiday was one that really stayed on my.
They're gonna play that. That's part of American Idiot.
Yeah, so
let me give you some like singles from these albums. They're gonna play Basket Case. They're gonna play She. Basically whatever like is from those albums is confirmed, right? They're gonna play when you're around.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. They're gonna play Walk on the Paradise. They're gonna play American Idiot, Jesus of Suburbia. They're gonna play Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Broken Dreams, yep.
Broken Dreams, like the most iconic song.
Yeah, and we're gonna watch a fan play a guitar. Watch. So one of the big things in their concerts is they pull someone from the audience and they're like, "Can you play? Get the hell up on stage."
They're gonna embarrass them. Yep.
I remember seeing a clip back in the American Idiot days. They wanted to pull someone and they're like, it's like a 8-year-old kid. And they're like, "Kid, you don't know how to play." And the kid's like, "No, I know." And he was like, "What key is Jesus of Suburbia in?" And he said A minor. And then like Billy Joe Armstrong was like, "Get the hell up on stage."
That's ridiculous.
I gotta see.
I was like, "You can tell." He was like, "If you can tell me what key the song is written in, get up on stage."
You're a fucking genius, mate.
And he's just over there just playing Jesus of Suburbia. I was like, yo, this is cool.
Oh my god.
Mind you,
That's nice.
Jesus of Suburbia and Homecoming are like 10-minute songs, so it's gonna be really interesting.
A child playing it. Holy fuck.
I mean, I'd love to see
so
that.
I don't know if they're gonna play it immediately, like the whole album from front to back and then done, and then the next album they're gonna probably interspice it, but they're going to cover all of those songs.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
That would have been funny if they went like, fuck, no intermission. Don't wanna be in the man.
No, there is no intermission, so yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna play them. Like now, granted, people
Am I just
we're
joking when I say
we're talking like this, like we're gonna be there all night. But the reality is that Dookie's only like barely hitting the 40-minute mark. It's not
Something
a long
like that.
album.
Something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
it's
then
not a
how long
long
is-
album.
Oh, then what the fuck? How long
American
is
Idiot's a
American
little
Idiot?
bit longer. It's like about an hour and 20. But typically concerts like Red Hot played for 2.5 hours. So
Oh, you know what it is? And then also I know they got the new songs too, but
yeah,
I'm honestly thinking,
dude, some of the new songs. If they play "Strange Days" or "Here to Stay," that song's really good. That's a good one.
Oh, I was just thinking like
Dilemma's a good one too.
most albums back then were way longer than what we're getting these days. So I
Yeah.
kind of figured everything was like fucking 12 tracks and shit was like an hour.
No.
But that's funny. That's funny. All right, that's cool. Well, saving money.
But yeah,
Gee.
hey, I gotta go. So
Yeah, I
Alright.
think it's good. I think we're good now.
It's
I
on
gotta go.
4:30. That's crazy.
It is crazy, dude. And for
Yeah.
Mark, it's like much later.
well, we started late, but that makes
True,
sense.
true.
Mhm.
Well,
Right.
guys, I guess that's it. We're gonna put a cap on 499. Stay tuned for next week. We have episode 500 where we'll do absolutely the same thing, and then we'll just like 500 more, 500 more.
Woo!
Dude.
We'll celebrate it. It'll be
I
fun.
will definitely be reminiscent like that episode. If you give me the floor to just kind of like go into the history there, that'd be great.
Then no, don't give him the
Like,
floor.
prepare-
Anyways, no.
All right, so we're getting ready for the old.
Yeah.
Getting ready for a sign off.
Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of DangIT Prodcast, episode 499. My name is Justin.
I'm Aniyah.
Mark.
Philip.
See you guys in the next one. #bye, everybody.